There we go. The sun hangs high in the sky over Thunderstone, marking the middle of a bustling afternoon. The town streets are alive with activity as people go about their lives, blissfully unaware of the dangers that adventurers like Much Obliged engage in regularly to keep them safe. You have spent the morning on one such adventure, delving into the depths of the Dracohorn iron mines and the foothills of the Thunder Mountains. You fought a nest of otherworldly Kruthiks and a fearsome rust monster. Through your bravery and skill, you managed to cleanse the mines of these threats, ensuring that the supply of iron, so crucial to Cormyr's prosperity, continues uninterrupted. Now, with the crisis averted and the mine secure, you find yourselves back on the streets of Thunderstone, taking a moment to catch your breath and attend to your own affairs before this evening's festivities. The party is a celebration of your victories and a chance to bid farewell to the town that has been your home these past few months. It looms on the horizon, and each of you has gone separate ways to make final preparations. Del, Veronica, and Fig visited a smith before Fig broke off to find armor at the barracks, but Del and Veronica stayed together, visiting the Blackroth Apothecary, where Del managed to sell some of the monstrous collections he's been gathering in exchange for a powerful tonic, and Veronica acquired some new tools for her martial arsenal. Fal went to visit with his friends and his mother at Hunting House, where he learned that his mother was not always a tame barmaid with a quiet demeanor. Indeed, she looked more like an adventurer herself, with a bow and quiver at her side, a cryptic encouragement to her son to seek out a harp in times of trouble. Meanwhile, Kaelen and Corthyndahast chose to pursue more practical considerations of finalizing your travel plans and informing Dame Maeve of the conclusions of your dealings with the snake. Though it wasn't an official thanks, she did gift you with a box containing 500 gold pieces for your efforts. As most of you gather back at the Sign of Thunder, where Mavis has been working hard to prepare for your pending festivities, one among you is late in returning. Fal. You find yourself walking across the bridge towards a small home at the edge of the forest, only an hour or so before Veronica's party is set to begin. As you approach, you spot the dark-skinned Doran, seated on his porch, with a leather-bound journal in his hand and a glass of some cool refreshment beside him. Indeed, chilly morning has turned into a lovely day, and why shouldn't he be relaxing in the afternoon sunshine? As you approach, Orin looks up and offers you a smile. "Ah, welcome back," he greets warmly. Welcome back indeed to Cormyr, in the air of purple dragons.
Hello, Orin. Good to see you again. Sorry for the delay.
It's no bother. You've got important things to be doing.
Sure.
You don't think so?
Well, no, I suppose you're right. It probably would have become an issue. Bugs in the mines. Anyways, I am glad I was able to meet with you before we head out.
Heading out?
Yes, we're going to be heading to Arabelle on a ferry.
That's quite the journey.
It's just a boat ride. A really long and expensive boat ride.
Well, I doubt you came here just to tell me goodbye.
No. I said a little bit last time, but maybe now's a good chance to let you know what's going on. You seem to have as good a connection to gods and spirits of nature as anyone I've ever met before, and, well, a lot better than me. I was hoping maybe that I can better protect my friends, you could show me a thing or two how to properly commune with nature.
Interesting. Have a seat.
All right. He'll just walk and go sit crisscross in front of him.
Before I mislead you into believing I am something I am not, I want to make clear to you what and who I am. Because I may not be your best resource for this, but I am happy to help how I can.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
I am a priest of Eldath, goddess of peace, still waters, forest glades, and calm things. Technically, she is aligned with nature, but that is not her primary focus.
I see.
But there are things that serving Eldath has taught me about nature, and particularly the nature of those like yourself.
Have you ever seen any others that,
Other
uh,
half-elves, other lost souls, other druids?
druids?
Yes, I have.
Don't hear of many.
They like to keep to themselves generally, but there are a few who wander through the forest, some who come to stay at my home from time to time.
Oh, it's a pain trying to learn from people that run away from everyone.
The first question you need to solve, the first thing you need to know about yourself, is knowing what you believe in.
Damn.
Yeah, it's also the hardest question to answer. The gods of this world, they cannot be ignored, and which you select, which you choose, who you venerate, guides everything else that follows.
Kind of thought it was just paladins and clerics and priests. Not.
Oh, even wizards and fighters and rogues. There's a god for thieves, you know.
I have heard of that one. I guess that makes sense.
There's one for nobles. Just for being a noble.
That's ridiculous.
Don't let Xeomorph hear you saying that.
Kind of look over his shoulder a bit. Okay, so I need to figure out what I believe and which god fits that.
Or maybe you just need to reach out to the gods in general and see which one reaches back.
That sounds frightening.
Can be.
How do you reach out to gods? Prayers, offerings?
Prayers, offerings, thoughts, decisions you make, looking for their influence in the everyday.
Okay.
But I did warn you, I am a priest, so feel free to take my advice with a grain of salt.
Well, it doesn't sound like you're trying to convert me, necessarily.
No, I don't think Eldath's path is yours.
Oof. Alright, well, I guess I can mark that one off the list. That's fine by me. Peace doesn't seem to fit.
And that's why. You're not searching for peace.
Doubt I'd find it anyways. Well. Alright. Do you have a list, maybe?
A list? I'll do you one better. There is someone very close to you who knows quite a lot about the gods of nature.
Really? Oh. Oh, yeah. Good point.
And now I'm not certain that we're speaking the same language.
Fig, right?
Yes, good, excellent. I'm glad you understood.
Yeah.
Figwyn, as I understand it, she worships Shantea.
Yeah. I guess I just hadn't really been thinking much about the gods, so. If I, need to figure some more out about them, seems like a good place to start.
There is one other you might look into. Someone Figwyn may know less about. I've noticed that you have a somewhat of an association with the stars when you use your magic.
Yeah, everyone seems to think I'm supposed to be loving, like, every cat and dog and rat and stuff like that. They're kind of gross. I do like stars are much more beautiful.
How do you feel about the moon?
The moon is fantastic. I mean, it lights the night so you can sneak around and do whatever you need to do in the dark without
If you get
being
a
seen.
chance to go through Immersea, there is a temple there to the goddess Selûne. Maybe they can help you get started.
Thank you. I'll have to check that out.
Whatever course you set, I hope that you find peace.
Thank you.
And if I can help again, you are always welcome at my home.
I appreciate it, Orton. You've done a lot for me and the rest of Much Obliged.
Now I'm going to do you one last favor before you leave.
Oh.
A little bird told me that there's a party you're going to miss if you don't hurry back.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I should run.
Or jog. I don't think you need to run just yet.
Brisk walk. It is. Thank you again, Orin. He'll stand up, just give him a bow.
He'll stand with you and offer you his hand to shake.
Oh. You'll shake his hand.
Travel safe, my friend.
And lounge in your woods safe.
I
Friend.
will.
Goodbye. I'll hopefully see you again relatively soon.
He just kind of motions, shoos you away.
Yeah,
Go.
he's walking. And he'll head to the party.
As you step into the Sign of Thunder, you are greeted by a space that has been thoughtfully transformed in preparation for Veronica's party. Every carefully chosen detail reflects the effort Mavis has put into creating an ambiance that is both elegant and inviting. The warm glow of strategically placed lanterns and candles illuminates the room, casting a soft light over the polished wood and well-loved brass. The sturdy tables have been replaced with cloth-draped rounds, each adorned with a centerpiece of flagrant flowers that add a touch of natural beauty to the space. The room hums with a quiet energy, the calm before the impending storm of revelry. As you move further into the room, your attention is drawn to the bar, where Belthier Ironhand, the sturdy dwarf who is currently a guard at House Dracohorn, he's assisting Mavis and Thorin with the final touches. Despite his efforts, Belthier looks a bit awkward in this setting, more accustomed to the guard post or the bar than to party preparations. The bar itself has been converted into an enticing display of bite-sized delicacies, platters of savory canapes, artfully arranged charcuterie boards, and an array of colorful, bite-sized desserts await the arrival of eager guests. A large bowl of non-alcoholic punch sits at one end of the bar, vibrant in color with a fruity aroma, and nearby a keg of beer has already been tapped, its spigot ready to dispense the frothy brew to thirsty patrons. Seated at a table nearby is an elderly couple, a woman in robes adorned with intricate runes and a man with a distinguished handlebar mustache. They converse quietly, their presence adding an air of wisdom and experience, perhaps, to the gathering. At the bar, Jasper Wyvernspur sits alone, looking morose as he nurses an early mug of ale, already halfway emptied. And in the corner, a small stage has been set up where a group of talented musicians fill the air with lively melodies. Perhaps it's not quite the raucous party Veronica had planned, but nevertheless it seems like a fine setup for an evening of dance and revelry.
Where are all we at? Are we all at the inn already?
Yeah, you're probably just coming downstairs after getting cleaned up from your day out.
Big's probably trying not to eat everything that's there before it's party time.
Well, I guess Veronica would come down and greet the guests. She would go over to Jasper first.
And he looks up and just kind of eyes you.
It's been so long, Jasper.
And I hear it's going to be longer. You're leaving?
Yeah, we're taking a trip.
There goes the only sunshine in this town.
Gotta make your sunshine, Jasper, and she'll clap him on the back. You said there were other folks that were in here?
Yeah, there's an older couple sitting at a table nearby. Let's see here. I've got pictures. Let me hear you. Where is this picture? This guy, who you don't recognize, and he is seated across from this lady, who you also don't recognize.
I just realized I wasn't logged in. I'm logging in now.
Well, now I'm going to have to reshare their pictures.
Sorry. Where would Kaelen be at this point?
I'd be coming down too. I'd probably go over to the beer pretty much immediately and pour one for myself to take the edge off.
Okay.
I'm in now.
All right, so this is the lady, and this is the gentleman.
Veronica would immediately go over and introduce herself and ask them their names.
The gentleman leans back and motions to the woman, and she just smiles and says, "Oh, we know who you are, young lady. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Cirilla, and my companion is Adam."
Do you have last names?
Not that we share.
Just ask people if they have
Well,
last
everyone-
names, Veronica. Oh my god.
It was conspicuous. Well, everyone is welcome to join the festivities.
Don't worry, we won't get in the way of your party. We wanted to enjoy the music.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. Enjoy, and then she'll go over to the band.
Yeah.
I'm supposing that they're all just playing at this point.
Yeah, although they greet you as you approach and smile and...
Veronica will give them a thumbs up and feel like, hey, you're doing a great job.
What's everybody else doing? Corthynd, what are you up to?
Was I able to get an invite out to? Didn't I have somebody get an invite to Kael? And
Fal
I thought
Fal invited
when he was
Kael
leaving
and
and
Dorn.
told him to bring Dorn. Yeah.
but they're not here.
They're not here.
Corthynd is in a corner reading a book. He's not for this hobnobbing snobbery, talking with people shit. Drinking already.
A trio of young nobles arrive. Their presence, something of the beginning of festivities, perhaps you could say. Two of them, a man and a woman with strikingly similar features, wear coordinated outfits that manage to be both stylish and slightly disheveled. The third is a handsome man with a cocky grin. He carries himself with the easy confidence of someone who's never backed down from a challenge. As they make their way into the room, their laughter and playful banter add a growing buzz to the conversation. The odd one out opens his arms wide as he enters, calling, "Veronica! I was wondering if you'd ever get another party in before your father tightened his leash. Well done, girl."
Alston? Correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, Alston! And she will embrace him in a big hug.
He will hug you back.
Oh, it's so great to see you. Oh, Alara, Thorn, I'm so glad to see you both.
Well, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Thorn chimes in.
Veronica will do a turn, and did you assume anything else?
Nope.
Come on, let me introduce you to some of the group, and Veronica will walk over to Corthynd in his book and and introduce them to Corthynd. This is the Corthyndahast, our war mage, and much obliged. Corthynd, these are some of my great friends, Alston, Thorn, and Alara.
Alara greets you by sitting down in your lap and moving the book out of your lap. It's supposed to be a party, Mr. Warmage. Not a book reading contest.
I feel like from across the room, where Fig's been looking at the food, she like turns into that anime nemesis eye shine.
Alara just reaches up and pats your cheek twice and then gets back up and says, "Come on, get up. Come dance."
I suppose I could.
Awesome. Veronica will take Thorn's hand and join in.
Excellent. Moments later, two young women make their entrance, each embodying a very different kind of charm. The first, dressed in an elegant gown adorned with delicate flowers, moves with a quiet grace that belies the glimmer of excitement in her eyes. Her companion, a lively redhead in a flowing dress, seems barely able to contain her enthusiasm as she takes in the decorations and the growing crowd, her freckled face alight with joy and wonder. "Wow," says the redhead, as her eyes drift across the flowery centerpieces, and then settle on you, Veronica, already on the dance floor. Completely unconcerned that you're dancing, she rushes over to greet you and butts in between you and Thorn. "Ronnie, this is so good! I didn't think a common tavern could be so cute!"
Well, what did you expect? It's so great to see you. Which one is this, Niv?
This is Rosalind Summerstar.
Rosalind, okay.
Who's arrived
cool.
with Celine
Awesome.
Emmerdusk.
It's so great to see you, Rosalind. Celine, you guys have to try the food. It is so good.
Well, of
And
course
she'll
we
call
will.
over to Kaelen. Kaelen!
I'll notice Celine, and I'll 1 second, and I'll pour another beer and bring one over for or a couple of them for the guests. Join in.
Of course.
It's been a while.
Lastly, a striking young woman with rich brown skin and dark, expressive eyes enters, her movements filled with purpose and poise. She wears an elegant dress that complements her figure, and her hair is styled in an intricate updo, with a few artfully placed curls framing her face. As she surveys the room, her lips curve into a knowing smile, as if she already knows something you don't. She greets several of the other guests, but doesn't make much of a show of her entrance. She is the most well-dressed of anyone here, by a long, long shot.
Seeing Lucinda walk in, Veronica will do one last turn with Thorn and say, "Excuse me."
Of course.
And she'll go and greet Lucinda.
And Lucinda will greet you as well and say, "Oh, what a lovely gathering you have here. I see most of the gang has arrived."
Well, it's not a party without you, Lucinda.
Of course it isn't.
Veronica will show her over to the one of the tables.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been?
Well, I've been wonderful, but I keep hearing these horrible rumors about what's happening at your house.
Oh, pray tell.
Well, your brother's dead. Is that true?
Yes, that's usually what
Deepest
happens.
condolences, Veronica. I know you idolized him.
Thank you. You know, it is what it is.
But I must say, you should look at this as an opportunity. After all, it's not every day that one becomes the eldest surviving heir to the family.
Yeah. That's true. That is absolutely true. But you know, there's responsibilities with that, and you know, I think I'm good. I'm good where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
You know,
Interesting.
Thane always had all of that kind of in hand.
Well, I look forward to seeing what happens next. Fal, it's about now that you enter.
Fal would have wild shaped into a cat, try to follow behind whoever the last person in was and rush up towards the room.
Okay, you slip past. Most of you guys see a cat flicker through the room.
Why
Is
see
it
a
an
cat?
orange cat?
No. It's
Very
a,
important. Do I see the cat?
What's your passive perception?
Not that great. Hold on. Let me get my
Mine's 15.
10.
No, Fig does
do I
not
need to
see
make
it.
Okay.
Fig does not see the
More's
cat.
pity.
There's too many canapes in front of you.
I mean, I do like food, and they smell really good.
Yep.
Yeah, he would have just ran up to the room, unwild shape, and then changed into his fancy clothes. And
Oh,
tried
into
to
the noble
wash up
outfit.
a bit,
Oh,
Okay.
try and look
Perfect.
a little more presentable for all these folks and Veronica. And
So a few moments later, you descend the stairs again. Some folks are dancing, some folks are just chatting. It honestly looks more like a chance to get together and chat than it does like anything active yet.
Veronica with Lucinda will try to motion Val over to sit with them.
where are the drinks?
They're at the bar.
Okay,
Would
We'll just-
dancing
one
be
minute.
performance?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You want to see how well you dance with Alara?
Beforehand, I'm going to cast Borrowed Knowledge on myself.
That's a good idea. You might actually do
to
okay
gain
with that.
performance proficiency for the next 8 hours.
Go for it.
I don't know how I would go about marking that.
Just give yourself proficiency.
Okay.
And then you take
Now I
it
have
off
a
later.
+1 instead of a -2.
that's better.
Let's see how you dance. Oh, I should have shared some of the pictures here. So here is Lucinda.
Yeah, I was wondering why the picture stopped.
Here's
after,
Lucinda.
Like, the first two people.
Let's see here. Here's the twins. This is Alara and Thorn. And then we've got, here's Alston. And then this is Rosalind.
I deeply appreciate the guy in the background of Alston's picture. He's just giving the camera the fucking stink eye. Like,
Where did I put Celine's picture? Why do I not have Celine's picture in here? I'll find Celine's picture. And of course, you guys all know this guy.
I
Seem to have misplaced Celine. That's unfortunate.
Did oh maybe
Oh,
she'll
I'm
show up
I'm
later.
not on voice activated anymore. Which one is the one that sat in my lap?
That would be Alara, the purple hair twin.
the
Okay,
girl
that's what I
twin.
thought.
Are you rolling for your performance?
Yeah, I am. I'm just putting it off because it's going to be horrible.
Come on, you can do it. Let's see it.
I was trying to see if I had anything to like give me. I guess I could.
Oh, just suck it up and roll them dice.
A 9.
Oh,
9. Not
Not the end of the
horrible,
world.
not
You-
great.
You only step on her toes once, and she doesn't call you out on it.
Good because I do still have a fireball lock.
She does, however, after a turn, excuse herself with Celine grabbing her by the arm and dragging her away to talk.
Excellent. Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom has been earned.
Anybody else want to do anything here?
want to go talk to Belthar.
Yeah, Belthar, he's sitting at the bar next to what's his name? I remember names. Jasper. He's sitting at the bar next to Jasper, looking very very out of place.
All right, I'll pour a beer and bring it over to him. Belthar, hey, how you doing?
Kaelen, I'm doing well, as can be.
How's the new job treating you?
Oh, it's good. It's real good.
Any interesting news, rumors?
No, I don't think so. But I haven't exactly been listening. Doesn't pay
no
to
news
listen.
Is good news, and I'll scoot the beer over to him.
And he reaches out with both hands and takes the mug. Takes a big drink and then pauses and looks at you and leans forward. What does one do at a party like this?
Well, do you dance?
No.
Then you drink.
I can drink.
Well, then you're doing it right. Cheers.
Cheers! And he'll smash his mug against yours, making quite a mess before downing the rest of it.
Probably sit and just drink with him and maybe talk old war stories for a bit.
Yeah, he'll be glad to. Anyone else want to do anything specific here before I move us on?
Fel will go
take
sit with.
Corthynd. Because Fig was going to go sit with Corthynd too.
All right, so you two go back to the corner to be wet blankets. Val, you head over to talk to Veronica and Lucinda.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, Lucinda looks up and literally eyes you from head to toe like a piece of meat, like you feel very judged. And she leans towards Veronica without even being a little bit subtle and asks, "Who's this tall glass of water?"
I present to you, Lucinda, Falaghard. What's your last name, Val?
Doesn't matter.
Gotta stop asking people that.
I don't keep track of these things. He's our wonderful member of Much Obliged.
Oh, an adventurer?
Yep.
Is
And
that what
you
you are
are-
now, Ronnie? An adventurer?
Of a sort.
Of a sort.
Yes,
Tell me,
yes.
Fal,
We take down
is she
dragons.
actually useful as an adventurer, or more of a liability?
Lucinda.
She just gives this like slow creeping smile as she asks the question.
Veronica's
she's-
staring at Fal's response.
Fal debates how he wants to answer for a sec, but Veronica's saved my skin a number of times. She's very good with the bow.
And you
Interesting.
with the moon.
The
and all of the
moon.
other things. Yeah,
Are you
he
a
does
priest of
magic
Saluna
stuff.
then?
No, just somehow talking to the moon, I guess.
Sounds fascinating.
I don't know. I'm
Do
figuring
you
it out.
dance?
Definitely not.
Oh. And she just
Val.
puts a drink down and grabs you by the arm, Val, and drags you towards the dance floor. Do you resist?
He'll look at Veronica with pleading eyes, but not resist.
Excellent. Make a performance check.
All right.
What is with all of these intensely, like, bold and empowered Cormyrian women? They're just dragging men onto the dance floor.
Welcome to Cormyr. This is actually normal here.
Veronica
not
will
bad.
toss a tip over to Fal. Let her lead.
Oh, well, if you're letting
Oh,
her
snap.
lead, you have advantage. She's a very
Oh,
good
yeah.
dancer.
I was gonna say I absolutely would have been. All right, with advantage. Cool.
Well, you don't do too bad anyways. While they're dancing, and while you're busy drinking with Belthair, Alston comes up behind you, Kaelen, and just claps you on the shoulder. Kaelen!
Alston, how's it going?
Well, it'd be going better if I had a wager to make with you. What do you say? Arm wrestle for drinks?
Ah, you got it.
Excellent. And he pours 2 rounds and drags you over to a table to start arm wrestling.
All right, let's do it.
Belter follows. Alston is loudly proclaiming to everyone, "Come on, come on! Watch as I put this man into the ground again!"
Ah, you're always big talking. Let's just do it.
All right.
Veronica will head over there.
And he takes a seat at the table, offers you his arm with a wink.
For the championship.
Meanwhile, Corthyn, you notice Thorn and Alara slipping away from the gathering towards the bar. And Rosalind, the redhead, slowly seems to be drifting her way towards the edge of the room. But Alston, though, is focused entirely on his showmanship. He offers his hand to you, Kaelen, and says, "Good luck."
All right.
I need you to make an athletics check.
Veronica will no cheating now.
Corthynd may look guilty when you said that. I have no idea how tempting Silvery Barbs was.
As you guys lock fists and start to push each other to the side, you begin gaining the upper hand almost immediately. It's not a firm lock. You haven't won yet, but you are definitely ahead. You have advantage on your next roll. Man, you are getting great rolls, too. Double 19s, jeez. Oh, no! Alston, starts to struggle, his face, turning red as he tries desperately to hold on, and you just shake your head and just slam his fist onto the table.
The champion reigns. I get up. I'm going to stand up on the bench and just, yeah! And then I'm going to get down and I'm going to punch him in the chest, just playfully.
Damn!
I win again.
2 out of 3?
It's
Let's
like,
do it
I
a little
was
later.
going to get in on that, but there's punching involved, so now I'm not so interested.
No. Veronica
You'll have
will
to battle
motion.
your way up to the champ for the next
We'll
round.
motion over to Fig. It's like, Fig, come here. You could totally take Kaelen.
All
I
right.
guess I'll come challenge Kaelen.
As you
I
make
guess
your
I'm
way...
drinking free tonight.
Yeah. Alston does, by the way, slide a mug in front of you for winning, of course.
Cheers 'em.
Fig, as you make your way to the table, Alston steps aside and motions to the chair for you. Meanwhile, Rosalind slides along the wall a little closer to where Fig just was at the table previously. Fig, you sit down. Alston will grab both of your hands and put them together, look between the two of you, and then say, "And go!" I need athletics checks from both of you. Kaelen, you manage a really strong effort, and
Doesn't he have...
about a split second, you move Fig's arm, and then she pushes back and gets you halfway down. Fig, you have advantage on your next roll.
What were you gonna say,
Yeah.
Rob?
Take him out!
At least I started strong.
Yeah.
Still
So you've got him.
winning.
You've got him halfway down, but Kaelen, you managed to rally. You managed to hold on and keep your position. You don't regain any ground, but it's not any worse. You're both back at normal for your next roll.
You can do it, Kaelen. You can do it.
No!
Kaelen, you strain hard, believing in yourself, knowing you must be the strongest here. And you start pushing Figwyn back past the halfway point. You have advantage on your roll. Meanwhile, Rosalind slides into the seat across from you, Corthynd.
So wait, Celine and Rosalind are both sitting with Corthynd.
No,
now.
Celine is
correct?
not. It's just Rosalind. Celine is currently watching the fight. The arm
After I
wrestling.
stepped on Celine's foot a couple times, she
No, that's
wandered
that's
No, no,
Alara.
that was Alara.
Laura.
That's Lara. There's too many of these ladies.
This is so good.
Must be tough for Garrison.
As you guys as you guys continue to battle back and forth, Fig once again with the upper hand. You have advantage, Fig. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
No!
Again, back the other way. Once more, Kaelen with the upper hand manages to push Fig as this battle of titans goes back and forth. Kaelen, you have advantage this time. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
So
Oh, fix them.
because I crit, so I pull her back and we're like struggling with that final part. I grab my beer and I start throwing it back with the other hand as I push her arm down.
You still don't
She's-
get her all the way. She is an inch off the table, barely holding on. If you haven't noticed, you have to win by 10.
Oh, all right. I'm chugging my beer and just like not paying attention.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh, I crit failed though.
But you do have advantage, Kaelen.
so we're just holding it. Oh, okay. I got advantage. Okay.
There it is. That last little chug of beer, the last little swig of disdain, and you shove her hand down onto the table. Fig, you
have
have
the-
lost
Toast.
barely.
Fig's like, Veronica said no cheating.
Meanwhile,
Power of booze.
everybody there is cheering and laughing at how great that was.
I
the
will
du-
shake Fig's hands and just
She will
that
happily.
was you had me sweating.
Rosalind, meanwhile, leans on the table and looks across at you and smiles, Corthynd, then looks away again. The door swings open, revealing the fashionably late arrival of Taylor Hawklin and Penelope Huntsilver. The dashing young nobleman strides in with a triumphant grin just as the arm wrestling contest comes to a conclusion, looking every bit like the cat who got the cream. On his arm, Penelope is dressed in a lovely gown. Her brown hair, styled in a pretty arrangement, seems to flutter and blush at Taylor's easy confidence, her youthful face betraying a mix of excitement and nervousness at being in such a setting. In Taylor's free hand, or not so free hand, he carries a large bottle of Hawklin Harvest Sparkler, which is a specialty blend of his family's wine that's sure to add a extra touch to the celebration. As he makes his way into the room, he is greeted to the sound of the cheering, and he goes, "Why, yes, I have arrived, Miss Veronica,"
Fig immediately-
he says, as he heads towards the table, guiding Penelope there.
Veronica will
immediately
shout
gonna-
back.
Pop up.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can shout first.
Yeah, fashionably late like normal.
Why would I not be, darling? But he does offer the bottle to you and say, "Compliments of my father, and now that I'm here, we can get the party started. Figgy pudding." And he reaches out a hand towards you while gently nudging Penelope towards Alston.
And Fig goes to give him a big hug and is also like, "Where were you a minute ago? I needed your moral support. I was just absolutely trounced.
I was,
honor this fight.
but I had to. I was escorting the young lady.
Veronica
I
will
suppose I'll
welcome
let you off
Penelope.
with it this time.
I'll make it up to you if you dance with me.
I'll do that as long as you don't mind that I still have 2 left feet.
You've always had 2 left feet. What's gonna change? Come on! And he drags you out to the dance floor.
Okay. Is that a performance roll, I guess?
It is a performance roll, but he's very good. You have advantage.
Which is good, because I'm not very good at this. I'm still not very good at this.
You're terrible at it. You step on him 3 or 4 times while dancing with him, and yet he never once complains, and he does his best to make you look good the whole time.
This is probably not even the dozenth time we've done this. So
He
I'm sure
does,
she's just
however,
laughing the whole time.
While you're dancing, note that, or rather ask you, so have you been having fun at the party?
I've been eating a lot of really good food.
Well, that's one
Yes,
kind of
really
fun,
outdone
but I'm more
yourself.
meant if you've been meeting people, getting to know them.
But these are Veronica's friends.
And why not yours too?
Fig just looks like she has honestly not considered that at all. Like, she didn't occur to her that she could make friends here.
Figgy, one of these days, you're going to be one of the most powerful knights in all of Cormyr. Knowing who's got your back is going to be important, girl.
But I know who has my back. You do.
Well, I'm flattered. And of course, I will always have your back. Do you know how many nobles there are in Cormyr?
Am I supposed to know how many there are?
Thousands. Tens of thousands. I can't fight them
that seems
all.
Well, no. You fight half of them and you charm the other half into your bed. I have known you a long time.
True. More like a third. Which still leaves a third for you.
You've always been much more people-y than I have.
He kind of murmurs out of the side of his mouth, that's because I'm much more people than you are.
It's like, doing my best.
He just laughs, gives you a hug, and then says, go meet people. Be a noble. You can do it.
I wish she had seen Val so she could just be like, I saw a cat today and I didn't chase it. I'm doing great.
Veronica will motion Fig over to like the table with Alston and was it Rosalind?
Actually, Alston is now
Rosalind's
with Penelope.
Oh, okay.
Alston is now with Penelope because Taylor handed her off to him, and they are dancing. He is being
We
a
have
polite gentleman
pictures
for the
of
moment.
most recent arrivals.
Oh, yeah.
But Taylor is my cousin, so you should
So-
know
Right,
him
we've seen.
already.
I know.
You've seen
I've met
Penny
him
before, too. Here's Penny. And here's Taylor. Yeah, I have
All right.
pictures of everybody but Celine. I don't know why I don't have Celine's picture.
I could have sworn we picked one for her.
We did. I don't know where it is.
All right. Instead of that, Veronica's gonna go look for Thorn and Alara.
They are currently near Belthier, harassing him and trying to convince him to dance.
What are you two troublemakers up to?
What? Troublemakers? I'm insulted. No, you're not. Okay, I'm not that insulted. We're just talking with a friend of yours.
Are they bugging you, Belle?
No, not bugging me at all. They were just trying to convince me to go and dance, which I'm told I don't have to do as long as I keep drinking. And he holds up a mug.
Those are the rules. As long as you keep drinking, you don't have to dance.
Anybody else want to do anything here? Corthynd, what are you up to?
Can I help you? When Rosalind sits down across from him.
She turns to regard you again, smiles, looks away as if she's currently watching Fig and Penelope dancing with their partners. And she looks back to you. It was Corthyndahast, right?
Yes.
I've heard a lot about you. They say you stopped an archmage?
Well, I stopped one spell they cast.
Oh. That's
Simple
so
matter.
impressive. And she leans towards you and puts a hand on her chin. I'd love to hear more about your magical talents.
Instantly suspicious. Well, it's just a simple matter of rewriting reality.
Oh, is that all? Could I have
Yeah,
a private demonstration, perhaps? I'm sure someone as skilled as you could teach me a thing or two.
Doubtful. I'm a terrible teacher.
Oh, but I'd be ever so grateful for the chance to measure your magical acumen.
He's so not subtle.
Where's that feeble mind scroll?
I think she just cast it on you.
Put a time for your bodyguard dog to be distracted.
Right? I suppose. What would you like to see? Create a firework.
Oh. Can you show me anything else?
I pass my hand over the table and leave behind my arcane mark, and then pass it over again, and it's gone.
How'd you do that?
The simplest spell you could learn: prestidigitation.
Will you teach me?
I could try. It takes quite a bit of study.
I'd be happy to study you all night.
I need a drink. He's gonna get up and go get a drink.
What are you getting?
He is terrible at this.
He's got a 7 charisma. Actually, so do I, so it's easy to play. So, something heavy.
Well, there's currently beer, sparkling wine, and punch.
Beer.
Okay.
I'll bring back sparkling wine for her. Sure, why not?
She watches as you go, smiling, and when you return with wine, she smiles and says, "Oh, thank you so much. You seem a little uncomfortable."
I'm not used to parties.
Well, we could step outside if you'd prefer, or upstairs.
Sure, let's go outside.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing right now?
Veronica. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to. Let's see. Hold on. Let me double check the notes on who it was. You can go ahead. I gotta figure out something.
Veronica's surveying the party to make sure that everyone is having fun and has drinks and things are going smoothly.
Yeah, everybody seems to be doing quite well, actually. Celine makes her way up beside you and says, "You know, it's quieter than our usual parties, but this is nice."
Can I come up to them both at this point?
Sure.
We're just getting started.
In fact, I think we should get the party started. And I'm gonna pull out like a bottle of the sparkling wine or something from the bar that they have, and point over at the punch that's not alcoholic.
Celine will
Just
lean over to
suggest-
you instead and say, I think the twins already beat you to it.
Well, a little more the merrier. Am I right? Celine, it's been a while. It's good to see you.
Indeed.
You've been writing.
Here and there.
We have to share some later.
I'd be
But
happy
first,
to.
and I'm gonna walk over and kind of sneakily pour more booze into the non-alcoholic punch.
Make a sleight of hand check. I don't think anybody notices that. I mean, except the two that you literally told you were doing it.
Right.
Anybody else doing anything?
Eating.
Are you
Probably
drinking?
going to have to be.
Are you drinking the punch, Fig?
Does alcohol have an adverse effect on her?
Yeah.
Other than
No.
normal adverse effect?
No.
Yeah, probably. She's probably actually drinking beer.
Oh, okay. Is anybody drinking the punch? Sounds like nobody is.
I mean, she likes beer. She also could do brewery stuff if she wanted
It's
to,
fine.
so.
I'm just saying. It sounds like nobody's drinking the punch, which makes it amusing that two people have now spiked the punch that nobody is drinking.
Veronica
I
will be
just
drinking
wanted to seem
wine.
appealing.
I know
will
that.
start drinking the punch.
Yeah, the twins probably are. They're just like, well, this is kind of where all the real alcohol is now.
I know Matthew's not here, but can I say that Veronica asked Del to do a dance? And that's-
You can DM him and ask him if he would have danced with you. I'm sure he'll give you an answer eventually.
all right.
Val, what are you up to?
Yeah, who is Fal dancing with again?
Lucinda.
Cinda. Well, after a
This lovely
dance or whatever.
lady.
Cool. Well, after dance with her, he'd just kind of step back, give her a little head nod. Would you like a drink?
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
All right, be right back. And you'd go grab a drink. Is Veronica anywhere near the bar? She was by the punch bowl, right?
Yeah. She's surveying still.
Okay.
She would have noticed Fal coming up.
What's the deal with Lucinda?
What do you mean?
She seemed to be poking fun at you. Are you guys close, or?
Lucinda's one of those types of you want her there, you want her here, and she's super smart and sharp. That's all.
All right. Well, I should not keep her waiting too long. See ya.
Yep. Hey, Tip. Just a heads up, she's a bit of a gossip.
I was hoping so.
Good.
I'd go bring Lucinda a drink myself, and say, so, you must be from a very powerful family in Thunderstone. What house are you from?
House Narenth. And yourself?
Like Veronica said, I'm just a adventurer.
Just an adventurer. She motions towards the others here. Just an adventurer hanging out with a war wizard, with a Hawklin, a Dracohorn, a Tammarast. Just an adventurer?
Yeah, apparently Hunt Silver likes to throw one has an inn with a bunch of nobles every now and then.
Aha. Interesting. And yet you have such fascinating eyes.
Thank you. You have wonderful eyes as well. So, what does your family do here in Thunderstone?
Oh, this and that. Trade and other such things. Not anything I concern myself with. That's my father's business.
Just the parties.
Among other things.
So how do you know Veronica?
From the parties, of course.
Of course. Well, it was a lovely dance. Thank you. I should go make sure the punch tastes good.
Enjoy.
And he'll go grab a glass of punch with his half-drinking ale.
Anybody else want to do anything special here?
Matthew said that it was okay. Like Del would do a dance. with Veronica.
Then, indeed, you are dancing. Anything else?
Corthyndahast is going to go into a long discussion about the history of magic and what it takes to make a spell and the weave and the art, and extremely dry and boring
Oh, good lord! Make
clinical dissertation.
just make a straight charisma check.
I put magic into the performance, man. Okay.
That'll teach you.
Yep. By about your second paragraph, she is glaze-eyed. She's still listening. She's still walking along with you. By listening, I mean she's still there.
She knows that noise is coming out of your mouth.
Correct.
God, I didn't need the scroll to cast that feeble mind.
Yeah, she is not paying close attention to you anymore. She's just smiling and nodding and smiling and nodding. Interesting.
Poor girl thought she was going to get herself an important boyfriend.
She was open. Anybody else want to do anything at the party here?
Can I have Veronica try and play a song with the band on her harp?
Absolutely. By all means, go ahead and make a performance check with advantage.
All right.
Oh,
But it has advantage. Oh, and hold on. Do I have any things?
Surely you have inspiration.
Oh, I do. Can I re-roll them?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
That's a little bit better.
With the band's help,
Yikes.
you pull off a reasonable performance.
Yay!
Anybody else want to do anything? Anyone you want to talk to? Anything you
Veronica
wanna
will
do?
check in with Jasper, knowing that he's kind of the
He
quiet of the group.
He just kind of gives a wave at you. Lovely song.
With that, Veronica would ask him to dance because, like, she feels bad for him.
He, like, lets out a heavy sigh. If I dance with you, I'll have to dance with Lucinda and Celine and probably Rosalind as well. Are you sure?
You gotta get those bones moving. Like, come on.
I hate you sometimes, he says as he gets up.
You love it too.
But he will dance with you. Make a performance check with advantage.
Gosh, okay. I'm supposed to be better at these than I seem to be rolling.
That's okay. I'm supposed to be good at strength too.
Yeah.
You and Jasper dance just fine, but true to his prediction, halfway through your dance, Celine cuts in.
And she will give the biggest shit-eating grin to Jasper. Like, wow, my plan has succeeded.
Anything else? Val, you want to do anything? Fig? Kaelen?
Fig's the only other thing Fig's going to do is make sure that everyone at the party has eaten at least one muffin because she worked really hard on those at some point,
Sure.
like the recipe or something. So
Mhm.
she's very proud of it. Eat her muffins. That's not in your
Veronica
window.
will +1 and encourage the group. She will, in fact, Veronica will take this as a point to make sure to introduce Fig to, especially to Thorn and Alara, but like also Lucinda, and extol Fig's bravery and how there was that one time she caught Corthynd in the middle of the air, and that she also makes the best muffins in the group.
Well, all of them are like hanging on your every word as you describe the fight with the dragon.
Yep, and then, Del shot off the dragon's horn, and Kaelen and Del did this like lightning jump on top of the dragon. They were riding the dragon.
I punched it in the back.
In the back! No wonder
And
you
it
beat me
got
at arm
hurt.
wrestling.
And then we fought hags, and we lost a horse. And then and Veronica will raise her cup and say, "Everyone raise their glass and take a drink for Peaches, the best
For
damn
Peaches.
horse."
And the entire tavern, most of them having no idea who Peaches is, chimes in for Peaches! And then takes a drink.
I will drink. After that, he's
Corthynd-
going to walk outside.
Look what you did.
You
Made him
like
sad
probably
again.
pass Corthynd leading Rosalind back into the
As in fact, as you step out, Rosalind slips off of Corthyn's arm and onto yours.
just as Corthynd saying, and that's just magic up until the first sundering. Although, as I was saying, Netheril is still my favorite magic.
That's
magic
so
studies.
interesting. If you'll excuse me a moment.
I was just going to raise an eyebrow to Corthynd. Like, he'll sigh and then just stand outside.
And once Corthynd heads back in, she's just going to go, "Oh, I thought I was never going to get to breathe again."
He has that effect on people.
Does he? Isn't he a war wizard?
I think that's exactly what a war wizard's supposed to do.
And isn't he Canrahast's apprentice?
Yeah, the most important, powerful people are usually
But
pretty boring.
I thought the court wizard was supposed to be good at politics and court.
Well, that's funny.
I'm Rosalind, by the way.
Val, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you one of their adventuring friends?
Yep.
And what is it you do?
Talk to the moon, apparently.
Oh, you're the one who brings down moonlight and like lasers?
Uh,
How does she know what a laser is?
Good question.
Maybe.
That's an acronym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mostly stand in the back.
Oh.
Try to-
Well, it's very
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Do-
Have you known
do-
Veronica long?
Oh, I guess since we were little girls.
Oh.
We used to go horse racing and cow tipping.
Oh. So, this has been a tradition for her and her friend, Kaelen.
Something like that. Do you know... Is there a way to talk to him without him expositing on magic for hours?
Corthynd. You could try waiting until he's got that pipe in his mouth.
He likes a pipe.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If he's not talking about magic, he seems to be smoking his pipe or reading. But I don't think he'd be much conversation reading.
No, I don't think so. Thank you. It was lovely to meet you.
Yep.
And then
Enjoy
she'll
the party.
turn and head back inside. Anybody else want to do anything at the party?
Nope. I'm good.
Well, get out my pipe and smoke some. Lean against the wall. Be a wallflower. Wait, why am I leaning against the wall? I have a magical chair. Sitting in my magical chair.
Just hovering with your butt in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking a pipe while suspended on nothing.
Prestidigitating some awesome smoke rings.
Of course. Eventually, the evening does wind on towards a close. There's much dancing, probably much drunkenness and revelry. But eventually, people do start to depart. Taylor makes sure to give you a big hug, Fig, on his way out.
Yay.
Alston offers to escort Penelope home.
Figwyn
Taylor
promised to,
also
Taylor
goes
that
with
she will
them.
write. Oh.
For Penelope's sake. He promised Lord Huntsilver he would keep her safe.
That's fair.
But eventually, the evening starts to wind down. The band stops playing. And you guys are left with a very messy, but relatively successful after party.
Veronica will say bye to each one of her friends and wish them well.
All of them give you hugs on their way out, some kisses on the cheek. Thorn kisses you right on the lips. He doesn't care. Not that he means anything by it, but that's just how he is. You understand. Most of them demand that you write.
She will demand the same. Keep her updated with the goings-ons. And also encourage them all to not be stuffy, and they don't need to get together even when she's not here. That they can get together and have some revelry without her, but not too much.
It is Lucinda who promises that they'll get together again without you. And toast to your absence.
Veronica will nod her head to Lucinda.
But eventually, evening calls. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you head to bed for the night?
Corthynd is going to create an unseen servant and assist with cleaning up.
Have you told everyone what time they have to wake up, by the way?
He will as they start wandering off to bed.
Oh, great.
So it's like 1 a.m. And Corthynd mentions, by the way, we have to be at the docks at like 5 a.m.
Cool. We take a nap, then we sleep on the boat. Obviously.
Why even
Veronica's.
sleep?
Yeah. Is there a point? Can we just sleep on the boat?
You can.
We can. Veronica will just like continue to finish off the wine and the punch, so it doesn't go bad. You know.
Anything else you guys want to do this evening?
Did Fal ever come back in?
Yeah, he came back in.
Veronica will ask the group, so what do you think of my friends? Did you all have fun?
I had a
Horny
wonderful
bunch, huh?
time. It was very delightful speaking with Rosalind about magical theorem.
Fig's just
That's
kind of looking at
great.
Corthynd like she's doubting whether the use of the word with is the right word.
He has no idea. He was entertained by the fact that he had a seemingly unquestioning audience that was just unbeknownst to him befuddled and glazed over.
Yes, Rosalind is quite the conversationalist. How about you, Fal? Did you enjoy the festivities?
Yeah. It was quite fun. I haven't danced in a long time. Wasn't as bad as I thought.
And Veronica will like straighten his like the little lapel portion and you look so sharp.
I figured I'd try not to embarrass you by having a homeless person hanging around your party.
Oh no, that would have been just fine. Might have been a little uncomfortable, but
It's okay if you're homeless as an adventurer, though. That's just one of the perks.
But I have a
Yeah.
home. It's just not here.
I
Am I
guess I'm
supposed to be homeless?
It's part of the job.
Now Fig's just gonna sit there and look very stricken.
Kaelen, did you have fun?
I'm like pretty drunk at this point. I'm like, yeah, that was good. Alston, I beat him. And you, Fig. Whew. But you put up a fight.
That was first time anybody's beat me in a wrestling contest like that in a long time.
I'm ready for sleep. Corthynd, when do we have to wake up again?
In about 4 hours.
What?
If you'd like, you can stay sleeping and we'll drag you there.
Okay.
Are you volunteering me to drag him there?
No, I have a floating disc for that.
Oh. That's much more amicable.
I'm volunteering you to put him on the disc.
That's fine. I can put him on a disc.
This is sounding better and better. Wake me up
Are
when
we
we're on
all-
the boat.
Are we all going to the ship at 5? What about the
We
horses?
need to get the horses there, I suppose. A minimum of us could manage them. If you'd rather sleep in.
If we're not going to go to sleep until after we're on the boat, why don't we just go now?
they won't start loading for a while.
You sure we couldn't just walk our horses onto the boat and then sleep while they load the rest of the stuff onto the boat?
I have no
That'd be kind
idea.
of loud.
I mean, they're probably asleep at this point.
That is the most drunken idea I've ever heard you present, Fig.
Fig, how'd you like that that punch?
Oh, I didn't try it. I had beer.
Oh,
Did I miss out?
it was very good. Very tasty.
So were the muffins.
Thank you.
Well, I guess who all's planning on turning in?
I'll go get my 4 hours of sleep. I've slept on worse.
Yeah, Corthin's gonna get some sleep.
I'll stay up.
Niv, Veronica got an extra room, correct?
He's AFK at the moment.
No, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
I paid for like a third room.
Yeah.
The intention I had
I believe
was
I remember
for
that.
someone to stay, but
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I guess we don't really need it now.
Everyone seems to have gone their own way.
Yeah. What happened with the two
Adam and
the
Cirilla.
two other? Yeah.
I wonder about the two.
At some point,
They're
they
gone.
just wandered out.
Huh.
Actually,
Okay.
make a perception check. Let's see if you saw where they went.
Perception. Very perception. Oh, but that was
Pretty
not
good.
a bad roll.
They seem to have wandered upstairs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a window in the room that Veronica is staying in?
Every room has window.
Is there like a roof access?
Not from where you've got access to right now.
Okay. Can I ask the innkeeper for how to? Wait, no. She doesn't want us on the roof. Can I try to climb out the window onto top of the roof with a bottle of wine?
Certainly try.
Okay. Veronica's gonna do that. Try to.
All right. First off, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You've been drinking all night. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
You're only
It's
a
not too
little
bad.
tiny bit tipsy. Next, I need an athletics
Hence-
check.
Okay. Is it athletics or
It is
acrobatics?
athletics
'Cause
to
I'm-
climb.
Wait, do I have any things left? Martial superiority.
Which room are you climbing out the window of?
I just figured whatever the one that she was staying in.
Okay, so the one with Val and Kaelen.
I think it was Del and
Oh,
and
you're right.
Kaelen.
You're
Val
right.
is
It's Del
with
and
Hawklin
Kaelen. You're right.
I think I have. Can I do a? Oh, it's not a dexterity check. I don't think I can do the thing with athletics. All right, never mind. I don't think I have anything.
You start
for
to
that.
climb your way out. Meanwhile, Kaelen, I need a perception check. Excellent. Nat 20. Perfect. I love this. This is perfect. So, Kaelen, you're going to get into your bed. You pull aside the covers, and you are assaulted by the smell of rotting fish. There's a fish head on your bed.
Oh, what the hell is
And
this?
as you retchingly step away from this nasty-ass fish head, you spot Veronica climbing out the window and then falling. Veronica,
Oh no.
you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the ground.
I'm gonna run
Did
to
the
the window.
wine-
Veronica.
Save.
Oh, make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if you can save the wine. You managed to
Yeah, thank
save
goodness.
the wine somehow. I
Okay,
don't know
How
how.
How much?
Priorities.
3.
Was that you with the fish head? What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get on the roof. She will say in like a loud whisper.
What's on the roof? I will also say in a loud whisper.
Like the drunk whisper.
Yeah.
Just imagine the
roof.
wet blankets are over
The
there.
roof is on the
and,
roof.
Like, what is going on out there?
We have to be up.
One of the windows above
4
your head
hours.
opens.
Above my head?
Above
What do you mean?
above Kaelen's head, a window above him opens.
Oh, there's a third floor?
There's a 4th floor.
Oh my gosh. Do I not have access to these stairs?
You're the one who chose
Go
to
back.
go out your window.
Well, okay, fair enough. Veronica, we'll go back into the inn.
As you make your way back in, Mavis looks up at you and is like, "Didn't you?" Never mind.
I was just testing the windows.
Good night,
It's
Theory.
okay.
I'm gonna look up, see who's looking out the window above.
No one
That
looks
was
out.
the. Oh, really? Oh, I thought that was.
No, the innkeeper's downstairs on the 1st floor, greeting you as
Oh,
you come back
okay.
in.
Oh, okay. I thought she was coming out of the window.
Nope.
Can I? Oh. Veronica will ask, "Hey, so where are the stairs to the 3rd floor?"
But you've been there. You stayed there the first time you were here.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. And then there are stairs to the 4th floor?
That's private, but yes.
Oh, okay. Is that like
That's
where
where
you all
my
stay?
room is, yes.
Okay. All right, never mind. Have a good night.
Good night, Miss Dracohorn.
I'll slam my window and go take the fish head out. And
It is.
I'll
It is atrocious. It is
Kaelen,
horrific.
What did you do?
I will
Feel
bundle
like
up any of the sheets that have touched it into a pile
Mhm.
and throw it out of the room.
again in wet blanket room. Fig's like, do you smell that?
Veronica's gonna take a couple of steps in, notate and complain, and then walk out into the 3rd room that she got
Mhm.
in her own room. And then collapse on the bed with the bottle of wine next to the bed.
Any last minute things before we move on?
I will, since I opened the door and I threw my sheets out with all the junk, I will quickly run down and ask Mavis to make sure that we're awake in time to make the boat, just in case
What time is that?
none of us. In like 4 hours.
Oh. I'll send my son to wake you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. As the first light of dawn creeps over the horizon, you all eventually waken and make your way to the docks. The revelry of the night before still lingers in your bones. The crisp morning air and the promise of adventure soon shake off any lingering drowsiness as you approach the riverbank. Your vessel awaits you, a sturdy barge, one of Tarn Greenhill's many boats. Its planks weathered, sails well worn, speaks to countless journeys up and down the Thunder River. Crew is already bustling about the dock, but they pause momentarily to welcome you aboard. They are a hearty, no-nonsense sort, their hands calloused from years of working the river. The horses are led onto the barge first, their hooves clopping against the wooden planks as they are guided to their stalls. The wagon follows, securely fastened to the deck to prevent any shifting during the journey. As you settle into your quarters, you are given 3, by the way, the barge springs to life, with the crew working in practiced unison to cast off and catch the early morning current. The journey down the Thunder River provides a welcome respite after your recent trials. The river is wide and slow-moving here, allowing you to properly rest and recuperate. This first day is filled with the gentle rocking of the barge, the sound of water lapping against the hull, and the occasional calls of the crew as they navigate the river's twists and turns. Maybe you spend your time on deck, watching the lush green banks of Cormyr drift by, or in quiet contemplation, preparing for what lies ahead. Whatever the case, we'll take our break here. You all get a long rest, and welcome to level 6.
Oh, that feels good.
I would like to study the spellbook for a long rest. When we get back.
Yeah, we'll do that when we get back. And we're back. Yeah, you guys are on the boat. You're level 6 now. Anything you guys want to do on the boat? It's that first evening / first day.
Fig's gonna go find a corner and dog and sleep.
I imagine most of you are doing that, hence the long rest thing.
They can all turn into dogs now too. That's awesome.
Before at the end of that long rest, I wanted to research
Right,
the
you
book.
wanted to do your book thing. Go ahead and give me the roll. Let me remind myself how this works. And
I don't have the progression anymore.
What? Oh shit! The whole progression thing is going.
Oh no!
It's still
My
there.
progression.
It's still there. It's just not showing up for some reason. Man, that's frustrating.
It'd be nice if one day one of these services just doesn't have a whole bunch of bugs in it.
Well, in this case, it's because I updated something. Foolish me.
I know, but I'm just saying. I dream of a day without bugs.
I dream a dream of bugs gone by.
That's why I should just stop using add-ons. I don't even remember what the name of that module was called.
Don't ask me.
I know you were at like 49, right?
I
Or
thought I
51.
was 50 something, but I regret not keeping it in my notes now.
Fairly sure if I download your sheet, it'll be there in the JSON.
Jason's not in this game.
That's why I said JSON, not Jason. The hell was that module called?
Beats the shit out of me.
I don't think it was called that.
Weird name for a module.
Interesting.
Well, after waking up from the long slumber, Kaelen will be up on the top deck, just like stretching and doing practice punches and.
You're
in
top
general.
decking the ship?
Yep, top decking the ship.
Oh no.
And I got like 2 chairs out, and I'm doing the splits on them, so trying to get it even
Lord.
lower.
The old Van Damme.
Yep, I'm 100% shirtless.
Of course you are.
Veronica will definitely try to find something to put like water or something in and just come right up behind him and splash him with water.
No. What you do is you balance it on his head carefully, and then Del, who is definitely here and not AFK this session, uses his TK to push one of the chairs.
He probably would, too. Rob, we'll do it at the start of next session. We'll retcon it back in. I will figure it out.
Yeah, I definitely have that. I have that Van Damme smile while I'm doing it too. Until Veronica comes up and splashes me, in which I try to, reach my inner calm and meditate through it.
Anybody else do anything while you're on the ship?
Laugh when Del takes the chair out from underneath Kaelen.
Veronica will. I'm guessing that there's like a captain
There
on the
is.
ship.
There is. He's
Veronica
currently up in
will
the wheel well.
Yeah, Veronica will go try to meet the captain and ask him how he's doing. Does he like being a captain? Being kind of annoying, but also charismatic.
Yeah,
attempting to be at least.
So he is kind of an older gentleman. He's got a weathered face, etched with hard lines of years of being on the river. Dresses in kind of a neat fashion with steel gray hair and keen blue eyes, and he looks up as you approach and says, good afternoon, miss.
Good afternoon.
How can
What's
I
your
help
name?
you? Aldrin Tormwell. And you are?
Mr. Tormwell. I am Lady Veronica Dracohorn.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Veronica Dracohorn.
Thanks for captaining the ship to Immersea? Is that where we're going?
Well, I certainly hope so. That's what you've paid for.
Yes. Have you heard any stories of Immersea? Like what the goings-ons? This is your normal route?
That's one of several I take on behalf of the company, yes. Last I heard, Immersea was fairly quiet this time of year.
Do you have any favorite places to haunt there?
In Immersea?
Yeah.
Well, there's a place or two, but I don't know that they'd be to your liking.
How come?
A bit of a rougher crowd. Not suited to a noble lady.
Oh. So I don't seem like the rougher crowd.
Begging your pardon, miss, but most noble ladies are not. I mean no offense.
No, I understand. I understand.
My kind and yarn generally don't mix much outside of this sort of opportunity.
She'll lean on, I don't know, something in the cabin. Or wherever they call that area. Was it called the cab?
It's the wheel well on this particular boat it's just this
Wheelhouse.
It's not even a house. There's no cover. It's the well. Just a well where he can turn the tiller. It's a barge.
Okay.
It's a barge, not a boat.
Okay. So then it'd be more like she could sit down and her legs would be in the well.
Yeah. Not in the water,
Okay.
though. It's just in a little well near the back of the boat.
Within the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I've been on a boat a couple of times.
Yeah.
Okay. Veronica will ask, I've forgotten his name already. The captain.
Aldrin Tormwell.
Aldrin. So Aldrin, any fun stories on this route? Anything interesting that you've seen?
Interesting. Well, let me think now. There was some elves shaking their fanny at us once. Not too nice, those lot. They seem to be dealt with. They had this fine-looking ship, though. Big catamaran. Seemed to move the water on its own.
They were shaking themselves in front of you
Oh,
on a ship?
I apologize. I didn't mean that quite so literally. They were providing a spot of trouble for me and mine.
Ah, okay. What kind of trouble?
Oh, well, threatening to pirate our vessels of goods and such.
Oh, somebody's taking care of them?
Seems so. Haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, that's good. Anything else?
Well, there was the time we smuggled a noble's prized monkey.
What was the monkey's name?
You know, I don't think I ever got the monkey's name.
Ah, what did it look like?
Oh, a cute little fellow. Small little guy, big brown eyes. Obnoxious. Dressed to the nines, because of course he were.
And which noble was this?
Best not to say.
Oh, you could share. Nobles all, we have our quirks.
I appreciate that, but no. I'll keep my peace, thank you.
Sounds very interesting.
It was very interesting when the little blighter got loose. Caused quite the ruckus.
Niv, would I have any kind of idea of who,
There
the
are
noble family
thousands of nobles in Cormyr, and probably dozens that have a monkey.
Okay. If I did know, Veronica would definitely say, like, oh, I bet you it was this house. I just don't know which.
Could be any of them.
Might be.
It could be any of them.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, well, thanks for sharing the stories. Are we expecting any rough weather or anything like that?
No, I don't believe so. The forecasts look good for this trip. Should be fine.
What all are you hauling? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, don't the Oakfelds have a monkey? Oh, no, wait. I was confused.
Who?
Oakfelds.
Ha 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 ha! You're so funny, Corthynd. I got it.
Oh, I think I get it too.
Not sure I get it, but all right.
What else are you hauling in addition to us?
This visit, nothing. You are the entirety of my cargo. I'm not sure you're aware, but 6 horses on their feed is quite a lot. We are the largest barge that runs this river. Barely room for you lot.
Well, hopefully we will be an easy cargo to haul.
Have been so far.
Is Corthynd within earshot?
Obviously, since he's
Yeah,
making
I
quips
made
about
the
Garrison.
code. What?
Corthynd, how are you feeling this morning? Or today? Is it morning?
I'm
It's actually
fine.
evening. You guys slept through the day, remember?
Wasn't the
How are you feeling?
perfectly fine. Wasn't the first time I stayed up drinking.
I saw you and Rosalind take a little detour. How was that?
Oh, wonderful. She's an excellent listener.
Yes, she's good company. Anybody else?
Fowl go looking around for Fig.
Obviously also nearby, since she's commenting as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she's probably
Huh.
just watching the scenery go past, like leaning on the rail, right?
In that case, he'll see the group of them and just be like, evening.
Hello.
Before we get to Immersea, I was hoping to ask you guys about, gods. Orin was telling me there was a temple in Immersea I should check out, but that maybe I should think about some other places. Fig, you're a paladin. Corthynd, you're a war wizard. Veronica, I don't know what you know about gods, honestly, but
know a thing or two.
Well, apparently, if I'm gonna get any good at whatever I do, I should stop ignoring them and try to find one I connect with.
Ah. It's a good idea.
Nobody wants to end up in the wall.
The wall
Well,
of the
the wall-
faithless.
That's where you go
Oh.
if you don't have a god. And then you just kind of turn into a brick, I think.
Veronica will laugh at that.
Sounds kind of peaceful in a way.
Until you're pulled out of the wall to become a lemur.
What's a lemur?
Like
I
a
think it's like a monkey.
demon made of shit.
Oh,
Bottom rung. Little slug.
all right.
I
Let's
think
pick
you
a
meant
god.
lemur. Well, what calls to you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. To be honest, I never really listened to priests much, so I don't know a whole lot about each of the
Well,
many gods there are. I know you worship Shantae. Orin mentioned Selûne. You know, I'm not big into like crops or animals much, but connection with night, stars seemed like a good place to start.
Stars.
Well,
I follow.
Timora. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Timora is very popular in Suzail. That's who I grew up with, learning about. She is. I don't know if I'm getting this right. She's the goddess of luck and taking chances and generally having a good time.
I have pretty shit luck. I don't think that.
Well, you could always worship Bashaba.
That's a mouthful.
Ah, she's the goddess of shit luck.
Oh.
Kind of the opposite of Timora.
As I understand, they don't much like each other.
Don't they
What do-
call the stars behind the moon the tears of Selûne?
Oh, you believe I've heard that a time or two?
That has to do with stars.
Sounds stuffy.
I follow Azuth myself, but I wouldn't recommend him for you. He's more about spellcraft and specific than...
Yeah.
Although I do know of a few dozen nature deities.
Oh, there's lots.
Oh, yeah?
Do you want me to make a roll?
You,
Yeah.
you were in Mithranor for how long?
Yeah.
She's literally the most powerful female elven deity. There's no way you
I
don't
was
know
just
that name.
about different nature deities and stuff.
Oh, if you want to know any that aren't like greater plus, I'll make you roll. But all of the greater deities, as well as at least the like top echelon of the elven pantheon, you can just know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll just Malar, god of the hunt. He's more of a evil-leaning god, though.
He's the one we
god
don't
of were
know.
creatures.
No. Don't pick Malar. We just got rid of his stuff from that forest.
Oh, right.
Yeah. See, you're familiar with him already.
Hmm.
He might hold that against you, actually.
Yeah.
Maliki, she's got a thing for unicorns. Sylvanas, of course. The Oak Father.
Is Mieliki the one where everybody gets naked and dances too?
Probably a lot of them do that, I think.
Sounds
I know
fun.
there's Talos, god of storms.
Umberly, goddess of the sea.
At the mention of that, Corthynd will take out a silver piece and flip it over the side.
The priest or the captain does as well, like as he says it.
Yeah, I heard of that one.
Are we supposed to pay her?
Gotta
Never
pay your
hurts.
respects to the bitch queen, of course.
When you mention her, she's usually paying attention if you're on the water.
Well, I think she and I should get along just fine. I'm also a bitch.
You know, if Selune and the moon interests you, I would say paying a visit to that temple is a good idea, but given your heritage, perhaps you should look into Sene Moonbow.
Oh,
Is
yeah?
it Sehanine Moonbow?
Name of
Sehanine.
Sayanine Moonbow.
Yeah, there you go. Sehanine
That's-
Moonbow.
How I know how to pronounce that name.
She is an elven goddess of the moon, of moonlight specifically, the lunar lady.
Oh yeah, the elves have all of their own goddesses, don't they? Well, gods, I suppose.
The Seldarin, yes.
Sure, I've ever heard of that one.
The luminous cloud, also known as the Lady of Dreams, perhaps particularly noteworthy to you.
Why would that be? Oh.
Oh.
Wait,
Hmm.
does Veronica know?
I'm not sure she does.
I think she
don't
might be
think-
the only one that. Well, I guess
Yeah.
both of the new people don't really know as much.
Veronica will
gotta
ask,
be
what do you
some-
mean? What do you mean?
I had some weird dreams a while back.
What kind of weird dreams?
Weird. Like, oh jeez. I gotta go back
Like-
to my notes.
In fact,
She's eating you or like something else.
More like someone trying to tell me something that was really cryptic.
Oh.
I once dreamed
Then that's
that
your
I woke
answer.
up underwater kissing a fish.
There were 2 trees, one bright, one dark. It said, "Remember your lineage."
Are you sure you
Something
weren't in
about
Valinor?
deep roots.
Nothing. That was not in character.
It said to beware shadows. They seek to eat me or something.
Oh wow, that does sound like a weird dream.
Wait, though. Isn't Seluna the one with the really awful sister?
she is.
Maybe she's already trying to talk to you. Maybe if you go to sleep and think really hard that you want to talk to whoever was trying to send you the James in the first place, they'll answer.
Yeah,
Remembering
that's-
your heritage could be referencing the elven part. Unless there's something particularly noteworthy about the other side.
I don't know. I'll try and dream tonight and see what they say.
You know, of particular note, Sahanine's favorite animal is a celestial horse.
I have one of those.
Horses are one of the few animals that
You could
Don't
talk
stink.
to him. Maybe he knows something.
He might. Although
really
didn't he
talk
come from
much.
Shantaea's realm?
It doesn't mean he doesn't know things.
But how would I know what he knows if he... Okay.
He
I'll try
said-
anything.
Can't you talk to animals? Also, he can talk. Like, just
Mm,
It sounds like your
nah.
best bet is to try to have another one of these dreams and talk to whoever was already talking to you. Presumably, it is a god, right? Or it could be anything, though, right? Or it could just be made up. Like, what did
Could've
you
just
eat
been-
before?
Could just be
Yeah.
you
had this
had some
dream?
bad food beforehand.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I thought.
usually what I find it is when I have weird dreams.
but it couldn't hurt to stay open to the idea that maybe someone is trying to talk to you.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm just not too good at talking to animals, but I'll try Starmane out and I'll
Well, if you need help,
meditate a bit.
I can understand him just fine, so I can translate if you need it.
If I don't hear anything while I'm sleeping, maybe I'll talk to the horse. By the way, Corthin, how much is that? What is it you smoke?
Oh shoot! Now I gotta remember something
Old
bitter, right?
Toby.
Something bitter. For sure.
It's on my notes here somewhere.
It's not old Toby.
It's not Old Toby. I think there is one called Old Toby, actually.
That's from
Lord of the Rings.
Shire.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Why I know that then. West Fennet number 3.
Oh, well. I still don't know what that means. It's like a weed or...
It's pipeweed, yeah. It's a kind of herb. There's quite a few varieties, really. There's probably a pipe shop in Immersey. Could go looking.
Use some
Think I
West
might.
Fennet 3.
I have a good supply myself, but I believe my friend was interested in it.
Interesting. Well, I have some Thale leaf.
Leaf. Is that another brand?
It's more of an additive, really. Use it to add a little bit of flavor to your pipeweed.
It's always good.
I tend to prefer the bitter roots. Bitter sage. Something with a kick like dragonfire.
Kick.
Lots of
Kick.
sailors enjoy saltweed.
Does dragonfire make you breathe fire?
Does it?
Don't think so.
Oh.
I'm hoping maybe some smoke will make up for lack of steam.
Steam.
He has problems with his sinuses.
Oh, those are the worst. That Thale leaf will clear you right up.
I'll be right back.
Pink is making
give-
the very clear, I am lying and trying to make sure no one knows it face.
Yeah, Pal's gonna pat her on the back. Just try and give her a knowing nod. He'll come back with the staff that he was carving Peach's head into, and just kind of hold it out towards Fig. You mind cutting this down a little shorter? I already got one staff. No pipe.
Oh, you want it to be a pipe? Do I have anything that isn't my sword that I can cut with?
I have a
Oh, it
dagger.
works.
Yeah, I don't
just-
want to mess the sword
You know
up.
who does and who will offer is Del. He has
Oh,
woodworker's
Kaelen.
tools.
Oh, that's even better. Although Kaelen has an axe, right? Which ideally that's what you cut
True.
wood with.
But Del has woodworker's tools.
I
Okay.
don't think you want to like carve the staff into a pipe with an axe.
I think.
No, I just
Oh,
want to cut.
I'm
the-
Just-
wrong. He has weaver's tools.
No, I just
Probably
want to
not.
cut.
I'm wrong. He has weaver's tools. Forgive me.
Okay, well then,
I just want to cut it
Kaelen?
down a bit from 5 feet tall.
Are you yelling
Kaelen?
across the boat? Because I'll
Yes.
hear that and I'll sigh a
Can
little
I
bit and get
borrow
up and
your
come over.
axe?
For what?
I have to cut a staff into a pipe, or I could just hold it out and you could cut it.
Mm,
I'm
Nothing
sorry,
could go
guys,
wrong
it's-
there.
Yeah. Let's see if you can do it in one shot.
Okay.
With
Just
zero
just-
fear whatsoever, Fig holds it out and goes, "Make it kind of pipe length near the horse part."
Okay, and then you'll do the rest of the fine work. You just need this chopped.
I assume Fowl will do the fine work.
Yeah.
Or find someone who can.
All right. I'll
3, 2.
take it and maybe grab those chairs and kind of use it as like a horse.
Oh, I think
Oh no,
Fig
no!
is your
Fig's
horse.
going to hold it in her
Okay,
hands
so you're gonna hold it in your hands while I do this.
and trust you not to cut her arm off, and instead cut the stick. Yes,
I don't think
because-
this is the right way to do this.
she's not that bright.
When I was
don't
in
know
the
if you have-
army, we had to do a lot of wood cutting, and nobody would ever hold it while I would cut the wood.
Really? Because I didn't do any wood cutting in the army.
They were of different ranks, for sure.
For sure.
Here, so I just reach out to go get to grab it, and I will go set it up on those chairs that I had that I was doing the splits on, and take a swing and try to chop in the right spot.
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
Intelligence, man.
Yeah, you gotta know where
so
to
that
cut.
you know what the right spot is. Oh, we're doing great.
Can I help him? Can I be like,
No, you cannot because he already rolled.
damn it?
The only thing that can happen now is somebody throwing an inspiration at it
I'll throw an
Guidance?
inspiration at it.
or a guidance.
I'll give him guidance.
Yeah, give me-
Fowl
give me
sees him
guidance on
about to
that-
cut
that
the
next
horse head in
roll.
half and is like,
All right, plus the guidance. What do I get?
Ooh,
An 11.
Oh,
You
Well, that's not bad.
bring your axe down and chop straight through it. It splinters a little. Like it's gonna need some work to clean it up.
I want to use Vandergast's minor illusion to make it look like he'd not cut anything.
Slide a hand, please. Because it's
Yeah.
somatic, right?
Yeah.
Somatic only. Okay.
yeah, I totally.
Anybody with a passive perception higher than 9 sees him cast a spell. However, it does look like you didn't cut through anything.
There's also like the cut end on the ground though, probably.
Did I feel like it go
It
through?
felt like it
and
went
everything?
through,
Okay.
but it looks like it did.
And I definitely noticed it. So, of course,
You noticed him casting.
now's not the time. This is serious business. A pipe must be made. You should know how serious it is.
Fine.
I'm
no.
confused. Didn't he
Just
just
the
cut
illusion.
straight through the... Oh. Never mind.
Must have been a delayed cut.
no, I saw this once. There was somebody with a really fancy long sword that he used both hands and he cut something and it looked like he hadn't cut it at all. And then like 5 seconds later, it just slowly slid apart. It was so cool.
Was it a person?
Oh, I mean, there was a person with the sword, yes. It was not a person that he cut.
Ah,
that would be kind of cool.
So you have your piece of wood?
Yes. Yep. A piece of wood. Thank you, everyone, for pitching in and helping me cut.
I
a branch.
definitely helped a lot. You're welcome.
Niv, how fast is this barge going?
Not very fast.
Not fast enough.
Like if we fell overboard, it would be like, see you later.
I mean, it's going like 3, maybe 4 knots. It'd be a lot of work to get back on. Can you outswim it? Maybe. Can you outswim it long enough? I don't know.
Veronica has some rope.
It is generally not a good idea to just let a boat drag you.
At least not without water
I was
skis and a
thinking some
plan.
improvised
Faster than you.
skiing.
Yeah, water skis and a plan. But the thing about water skis is usually you start from a stop.
Yeah, that's true.
And also the boat can stop to pick you up when you fall.
I also have spent some time on a boat. They have this thing called a wake. It will suck you under. Although, if it's only going 3 knots, the wake's probably not that big.
It's not that big.
Well, if we're through with the carpentry, I'm gonna go explore the ship a little bit. And I'll
Thank
walk away.
you.
Veronica will go with Kaelen. Explore together.
Yeah, I just want to look around, see, check on the horses, maybe get a little nosy here and there, not like open any boxes or anything, but just try to see, who's with us. If we're the only people on board getting
You are
transport.
the only non-workers on board.
Okay.
Only,
And
only the crew and you guys.
anything,
And there's no cargo
anything
that is not yours or food.
cool.
Or like repair supplies, right? Like things that they need to run the boat. But you are their entire goal, their entire job. That's why it costs 500 gold. And the boat is like loaded, by the way. There's not a lot of spare space.
What you looking for, Kaelen?
Oh, just dotting the T's and lining the I's.
As you make your way into like the makeshift stable that they put together for the horses, you do hear a voice call, "Pardon me."
I'll come over and hey, you checking in on our horses? Are you the horse watcher?
You don't see any person here.
Don't see a person.
Did I hear it?
Yes.
Did Veronica hear it?
Yes.
Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Who's that?
Where are you?
I'm right here.
In a box?
No?
Are you a horse?
Yes. Currently.
Which horse is talking?
Pigs.
Which horse do you think it's talking?
Talking horse
You
is talking.
talk?
Sometimes.
Your name's Starmane, right?
Yes.
Is that the name that you were born with, or did Fig give you that name?
It's the name I brought with me.
Mm.
You
So
are
you've
beautiful.
been able to talk this whole time?
Yes. And thank you.
For?
She called me beautiful.
Oh,
You're very lovely as well.
I try.
And he
Do you like
paws at
do
the wood a little bit with his hoof.
Is there something we could do for you?
Well, I'm just wondering, am I meant to relieve myself here?
the other horses are doing it.
Yes, I've noticed.
What would you
You-
prefer?
Well, a nice open field would be nice.
Well, not to panic you, but we're floating in the water right now.
We're in water.
Would it be better if Lady Figwyn sent you back up to your starry home and then summon you back down when we're on land?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, we're in the water.
Well, we're not
on a boat.
we're on the water.
We're on the water. That explains why I'm not drowning.
We could.
Horse is an idiot. I love him.
Yeah, there's
Maybe
not
I
much
can
we
get
can
you a
do.
bucket.
Bucket?
You
What
don't
am I
understand
going
it.
to do with a bucket?
Well, if you go into the bucket, then we can move
He
the
like
bucket.
rattles into the side of his entire the stall that he's in, and like the whole thing shakes. And he goes, "Do you think a bucket can contain me?"
No, you're not you in the bucket. Your urine and your feces in the bucket.
Even a bucket could not contain that. I'm a very large specimen, you know.
I'll find a very large bucket.
Oh. Maybe like a bathtub. But then you would have to drain it afterwards, and I don't know how you would fit it beneath me, and this all seems like a terrible idea.
I guess you can either go and deal with it or hold it. Or I can ask Lady Figwyn to send you off to your starry land and summon you back.
Maybe just ask her to come speak with me.
Ah,
I don't
that's fine.
mind being in the
It is-
stalls with the other horses. I understand why it is necessary, but still I'm a bit lonely. They aren't very good conversationalists. And also, I really need to go.
Niv,
I'll
is
go
there
get
like a enough space to like take Starmane out of the
Not
stables?
a chance.
No, okay.
No.
So I'm gonna
Just
go.
for some fresh air, you know.
No, not a chance.
So I'm gonna go up, but I'm not gonna go to Lady Figwyn. I'm gonna go to Corthynd and say, Corthynd, we have an emergency down below with Starmane. I'm gonna need your help.
Starmane's not my horse.
Yeah, but I think you can help.
Oh,
Just bring
okay.
your magicy fingers. Let's head down there.
Not sure I'm
Starmane's.
not to magically finger a horse, but okay.
Please don't magically finger my horse.
So after we get down there, okay, Starmane. Lady Figwyn will need a minute, but Corthynd here, he can magically take the pee and the feces as it's coming out and
What?
put it somewhere else.
Why? What
He said he would
gave
help you, and with that, I'm gonna walk away.
What gave you the idea that I could do that? Get back here. What?
Veronica's gonna ask Starmane. Starmane, would you mind if I sat on your back?
A little.
Okay.
It's a little cramped in here. I think you might be uncomfortable too.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, Fig completely ignorant that this emergency is happening with her horse.
I just figured, you said that there wasn't a lot of conversation.
Are you
Figured
in
I
need
could
of
talk with you.
assistance, Starmane?
Well, I understand we are on the water.
We are taking a barge to Immersey.
Oh, I don't like that.
Are we on the river right now, or are we off in
You
the
are
middle
still
of
on the
water?
river.
We're just in a river at the moment.
That's good, I think. Still don't like it much. And
Fair
also, they were suggesting that I just use the facilities here.
The other horses seem to be doing so.
Yes, I've noticed.
It does seem a bit undignified.
Indeed. And messy.
Hmm.
I'm
Damn.
concerned. I recently had my fetlocks groomed.
Damn, I can't dimension door with Starmane.
Please don't teleport my horse off the boat either.
But I'd come back. No faith.
I do have faith in
No.
Shantea.
That's Val who doesn't have faith.
Well,
Well, I
I
guess-
suppose I could magic up a servant to assist you with getting rid of any waste.
That could be useful. You can do that?
Of course.
Oh,
Wouldn't be an issue.
that would be appreciated.
Just give me a few moments.
Mhm.
And I will, by the arms of Akkadi, cast Unseen Servant.
Are you actually casting it, or are you using it? Are you ritual casting it?
I'm ritual casting it. That's
Yeah.
why I said give me a few moments.
Yeah. Excellent. When you're done, he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Where is it?"
The bucket gets picked up by it.
Oh, mhm. I see. I see.
It's unseen.
Ah, and you need to stay here for it to work.
No, not at all. It can work on its
Excellent.
own.
If you would both excuse me.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Obey the horse. To the Unseen Servant.
And,
That was very kind of you, Corthin.
a few minutes later, the bucket floats out, pitches itself over.
Does it have to go back in for a second trip?
Oh, at least. Maybe a third.
I don't know if you've ever seen a horse take a dump, but there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Starmane's a big boy.
And that's a particularly big horse, yeah.
He's the
I was
biggest
gonna
horse
say.
here.
Starmane, big boy.
Does Starmane eat, though?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, you can get around that by just unsummoning him and resummoning him, but that's kind of involved.
As the sun
Right.
begins to set on your first day of travel, the Thunder River opens up into the vast expanse of the Wyvern Water. The star-shaped lake stretches out before you, its placid surface reflecting the vibrant hues of the evening sky. The barge glides effortlessly through tranquil waters, and as night falls, the crew shifts stations, some heading to get sleep while others awaken to take watch. The stars above shine brightly, their reflections dancing on the lake's surface and creating a mesmerizing display of light. The gentle lapping of water against the hull and the distant call of nocturnal creatures creates a soothing ambiance that lulls you all back to a peaceful sleep as you eventually seek to reset your schedules. Morning arrives.
Did it? I was going to
Before
ask if anybody told Fig at any point that Starmane was needing things and or wanted to see her.
Doesn't sound like it.
Cool.
Corthin would, when he came back, tell her that Starmane would love some conversation.
Okay, so she will spend the night in dog form in the stables so she can hang out with Starmane.
He will comment that being a dog is not a very good conversationalist.
He can speak telepathically with me. He's my steed.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm a fine conversationalist.
He'll still point it out, and then you'll point out the telepathy thing, and he'll say, "Oh, right." He'll continue speaking verbally.
That's his prerogative.
Tanis, you wanted to say something there?
Yeah, before sleeping, Fal will spend an hour or two meditating and like trying to just remember the previous dream and focusing on.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Mufasa appears in the clouds.
It's initiative, not intelligence.
Not the same thing.
No.
Interesting roll.
Inspiration.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting roll.
Guidance.
I like how all he has to say is interesting, and you're
Interesting roll.
like,
I'm out of things to do.
That's 12. Anybody else doing anything this evening before you all turn in?
I am once again researching
It's
the.
the same.
Oh, it's the same long rest. Oh,
Yeah.
right. It's considered the
Yeah.
right. Darn. Okay.
So, anyways, right. So you all turn in. You sleep. Fal, you do not have any particular dreams that evening. At least nothing abnormal for you.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah. No, that's good.
Hmm. Okay. You're very blurry, by the way.
I'm blurry?
Blurry.
Oh, sorry.
Your background is not,
Focus.
but you are, which is weird.
We're
That's
focused on the
weird.
background.
As morning arrives, and with it comes a thick, ethereal mist that blankets the wyvern water. The crew, accustomed to these conditions, continues to navigate the expansive lake without concern. These mist fishers, as they're known locally, expertly guide the Misty Maiden through the haze, relying on their intimate knowledge of the lake's geography and the occasional glimpse of the rising sun to orient themselves. The mist gradually dissipates, and as it does, the true scale of the wyvern water becomes apparent. The barge's journey across the lake takes 90 miles from east to west, and it's gone all through the night, and although you can still see land to the north, maybe even the Sword River spilling into the lake, there's still ample time to appreciate the natural beauty of Cormyr. The shoreline is dotted with lush forests and rolling hills, and the occasional fishing boat can be seen in the distance with its occupants hard at work harvesting the lake's abundant crab, eel, and fish. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we reach our destination?
Dane's gonna stand on the rail and watch the scenery go by and wave at every single fucking fisher boat we pass. Regardless if they ever wave back. She's just, hi, hello, hey.
Al's just gonna spend the rest of the time meditating.
Veronica will sit next to Fig. And is there anyone else around?
It's the crew, probably at least one other sailor, plus the captain's back in the well.
If there's room in our wagon, I would like to start another brew and try to get it set up. So
Do you have the
in a
stuff to
while
do
we
it?
set- I have my brewer's kit.
Okay, so you're just doing a standard brew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Veronica will say to Fig, how did you like the party?
There were a lot of people. I wasn't sure what to do. It's not the way parties at my house go, but it was nice. I had fun.
Good. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about that night when we kind of, there were some things said and done that I figured we should talk about.
Fig just looks really confused, like she genuinely doesn't know what you're talking about.
Veronica might pick up on that. The night
Make
that...
an insight check, Veronica.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to see if you pick up on it. You're not sure.
Well, anyway, the night that you kind of refused to let me leave the room.
Oh. When everybody tried to go out after you were really drunk. Yes, I remember.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you that I appreciate you looking out, but also I didn't feel good. I didn't like it.
Sorry.
Veronica will be taken aback with just the immediate sorry. I just wanted to explain to you why.
Okay.
I mean, if that's it, then we don't have to go any further into it. Like, that's fine.
If you have something you think you need to say, just for your own sake, I will listen. I
don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't really felt comfortable sharing a room with you
I
since
have
that.
noticed.
And it's because I feel like you don't respect the decisions that I make, even the ones that maybe you disagree with, to the point where you forced your idea of what I should do and shouldn't do. And it's something that I've struggled with my whole life. And I want to be able to trust you that even when I'm making a decision you disagree with, that you won't try to force me in one direction. Because I'm going to make a lot of bad decisions. And I kind of want to make them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I just think of it as my job to protect everyone.
And you do. You do a great job of it. And I didn't have a problem with you saying something. I had a problem with after you said something, and I tried to go out and have fun with arguably like the two safest people for me to go out and have fun with, barring maybe like you and Corthynd. And it felt like less like protection and more like control. I don't know if you've met my family. They're pretty controlling.
Only your brother.
Perhaps.
But I've heard enough about your father. Remind me, this was while we were at House Hawklin, right?
No,
It
this
was
was
Del.
it was
Oh.
Del's. Yeah.
Ah,
Was-
okay. Well, I will try to do better. I did not think you were thinking straight, and I didn't want you to regret a decision you had made, but I think I have learned some things about you since then.
I always know that you're doing it with the best of intentions. I just wanted you to know that, in the future, just come along. Or, let me make the bad decision.
I don't
Does
think
that
you want
seem
me
fair?
going with you. I'll just ruin it.
I don't think you would. I think
Where is the line?
the line.
Or when I might perceive you needing protecting and might be able to protect you, but maybe you don't want it. How do I know when you do?
Ask me. Ask me, do you need my protection? Or do you? And I will probably need your protection, but I also want to be able to make my own decisions. And if you want to come along for the ride, happy to have you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it does. I'm sorry that I upset you.
That's okay. I just, I felt like I needed to talk to you about it. And this was a good time to talk to you about it. Have you been to Emercy before?
I don't know, DM. Have I been to Emercy before?
Have I been to Emercy before?
You probably both have been to something at what's it called? Redstone Castle once or twice. It's the House of the Wyvernspur family, and they've probably had like a big gala or something that you've both been invited to at least once.
Oh, that's where Jasper's from, right?
That's where Jasper's family's from, anyways.
Okay.
In theory, he's been there a time or two.
I might have, but I'm not sure that I remember it very well. There's a lot of things I don't remember very well.
Well, I've been there a time or two. It can be a pretty area.
I think any area can be pretty if you look at it right.
When we first kind of set off on our journey, I asked you a question and you turned into a dog. Do you, if you ever want to talk about it, you let me know.
I honestly don't remember what the question was.
I think it was just a general. What was? Oh, I asked about your mom, I think.
Oh, right.
Or something about that.
Yeah. I don't really remember my mother. So I don't know how much I could answer anyways.
That's fair. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was definitely something.
I think it had to have been about her backstory because I think she turned into a dog because to her it was a logical answer to the question. And of course,
Okay.
Veronica was like, what?
Your sidestep. It felt, yeah, Veronica definitely thought, okay, she doesn't want to answer the question.
Out of character, that's absolutely what she was doing.
Okay.
In character, she was like, well, obviously my backstory is I can turn into a dog, so I'll just turn into a dog and then she'll know that I'm a dog and that's my backstory. Nobody ever asks about the dog's mom.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
She could be more worldly than she is.
All right. Well, Veronica will hang out there, chit-chatting with Fig.
Anything else before we reach Emercy here?
Nope.
As noon approaches, you all catch sight of Emercy on the horizon. The rustic settlement is now home to around 4,000 souls, a patchwork of roughly 1,000 buildings surrounded by a mosaic of green and gold farm fields. The town lacks any fortification, but its cobblestone streets and lantern-lit poles give it a welcoming atmosphere. In the distance, you can see the grandeur of Redstone Castle, the ancestral home of the Wyvernspur family, rising above the town. Finally, the Misty Maiden is brought up to the docks, and the crew begins the work of efficiently debarking your mounts and your wagon towards the shore.
Fig will probably
finally.
just debark her Starman on her own so she can talk to him about how, see, that wasn't so bad and you were so big and brave. I'm so proud
I
of
do
you
not
the whole
like
time.
being on the water. It is very uncomfortable, and I had
I
to go
know.
to the bathroom in this tiny little stall that didn't even smell of earth or green things,
Very sorry.
and have it carried out by some strange wind with a bucket.
That was Corthin's magic thing.
Yes. It was very nice of him to
But-
give it to me.
But you're here now and see you're all safe, and I will
Mhm.
brush your fetlocks tonight if you are worried about them.
That would be
'Cause
nice.
you're a very strong, brave, and handsome boy.
Yes, I am. That's true. Welcome to Immersy. What would you guys like to do?
Before we fully depart, I'll turn to the captain and say, "Hey, Captain,
Huh.
you've been here plenty of times, correct?
Time or two, eh?
Do you know the way to the Temple of Selûne?
You mean the House of the Lady? It's the only one here. And he just kind of motions up the hill, and you can see, there's the big castle up to the west. Just north of that, there is a smaller hill, and there is a temple made of maybe marble or some kind of white stone sitting atop that one. That'll be her. It's surrounded by forest. You can just barely see the temple through the trees.
Thank you. By only one here, you mean only temple?
Aye.
Oh,
I don't think that's true.
thank you.
House of the Lady, the only temple... Oh, it's the only temple of Selûne in Immersy. My bad, I'm misreading.
It's a big town. I would be really surprised if there weren't more. I know that Wyvern Spurs follow Tymora, I think, so there's probably a
They
temple of
do.
Tymora somewhere.
I don't think there's a temple. There's probably a shrine in their home. Because the big temple of Tymora is in Cizale, which is pretty close.
Right. Oh, that's true. It only took us a day to get here?
It took you a day and a half.
We're not to Arabelle yet. We're at Immersy, right? So
Yeah, you're still a day from Arabelle.
And what time of day is it here?
It is early afternoon by the time
Early
you're done
afternoon.
getting off the boat. He does mention, to get there, though, you're going to have to climb Selûne's steps.
Staircase?
Okay. It's a stream, actually. This water flows down from the temple into the town.
To climb the water.
Kind of. It's a staircase, sort of. I don't really understand them god botherers much, but, you climb the stair and up you go, and...
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give him a little salute and then join the rest of the crew loading stuff off or whatever we're doing.
Sure.
I will ask the rest of us, are we planning to stay in town for tonight? Get started tomorrow?
Kind of look up at this guy, and it seems like probably be better to do that. We're still a day from Arabelle.
Then I will ask the captain for any recommendation for an inn.
For you lot? Maybe Halaban's Inn, or... Oh, there's the Immer Inn.
I'm sure Veronica would like the nicest.
Yeah.
That'd be the Immer.
Probably pretty pricey. But
Hellbend's Inn
Corthy,
sounds wonderful.
you have that chest of gold that Maeve gave you.
The advantage to Halaban's is most folk don't know about it. That's why I recommended it.
Which one has the best drinks?
The best...
or food.
Well, for you lot, probably the Immer Inn.
We're going to the Immerin. Veronica will lead the charge. Wait, where is it?
Oh, it's just right up there. And he motions.
Come on. Let's go.
I really need to stop journeying with nobles.
It just
Fancy
gives
place
her
won't
such-
kill you, and I'll slap you on the
Such
back.
a stricken,
walk.
sad look, like she thinks that he means no more fig.
You get a
Veronica's
piece, you're a
ignoring all
purple
of this.
dragon.
Oh, okay.
Off we go then.
Make
As-
me pay for it.
As you approach the Immer Inn, you see what looks to be a noble manor, not an inn. But the sign out front is clearly labeled the Immer Inn.
Oh, Lord. Azuth, protect me.
This is beautiful.
They do not seem to have a place for you to stable your horses, though. But they do have, like, gilded columns, brass fern planters, carved wind chimes out front.
Oh, unfortunate. We don't have a
Where
stable.
could we?
can't stay here. Goodbye.
Where could we stable our horses? Like Veronica will go in and ask. We have a set of horses.
You just make your way into the door, and as you make your way in, there is a gentleman, like, just inside the door, well-dressed, like, in the latest fashion, standing stock straight, and as you enter, he says, good afternoon, miss. How may I help you?
Hi, I am Lady Veronica Dracohorn, and I need at least 2 rooms and a place to stable our horses.
2 rooms. I'm afraid we don't offer rooms. We offer suites. As for horses, there are some stables not far away.
Okay, could you give us some directions and we'll drop our stuff off and...
Would it not be easier for us to simply take them for you, ma'am? You shouldn't
That is
trouble
a great
yourself with such
idea.
a problem.
Why didn't I think of that? In fact, we're gonna... How much are the suites?
Well, it's 30 gold a night per person. There are 2 beds per suite.
Okay, so we'll actually need 3 suites.
3 suites. So you're looking at 6 beds then?
Yes.
What's
Please come have a seat
What's it
here,
mean-
ma'am, and I will speak with the manager to ensure we have room for you.
what was the sign of thunder costing us?
Nothing, because Haldar paid it.
Okay, what would it have
That's-
cost us?
Like 5 gold a night.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways,
So Veronica went in
he-
on her own, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are outside
I
with
have
the
a
horses
terrible
while she's in
feeling.
there. He leads you to a seat, asks, would you like some tea while I speak with the manager?
Maybe you should go in there and make sure she isn't agreeing to things we can't afford.
Letting
That's
Veronica go
probably
in by
wise.
herself, too.
Corthynd wanders in after that.
Yes, I would love the tea.
Excellent. It'll be right up, miss. And he straightens and starts to turn away just as you come in, Corthynd, and he goes, Master War Wizard. If you'll pardon me a moment, I'm dealing with this guest, and then I'll be glad to help you, sir.
Yes, I'm in her party, actually.
Wonderful. Then, if you'd like to have a seat, I can bring some tea for you as well while I just go and straighten things up with the manager on your behalf. How many horses was it? 6 horses?
Lovely.
7?
6 horses, 1 speaking.
6 horses, 1 speaking. And 6 beds. Wonderful. I'll be right back with the tea for you both. And then he just wanders off, motions to a chair for you, Corthynd, and then wanders away.
This sounds expensive. They're getting tea before
Aren't we-
discussing a stay?
I thought we were under, what's it called? There's a stipend. We could just charge it to whatever, like...
No, I am not
Royal-
charging a war wizard stipend to stay at this opulence. How much is this?
Oh, it's a paltry, like 30 gold a night.
Okay. Is that 30 gold?
I'm imagining
30
Corthynd thinking that's the
golden
price
lines.
for everyone.
For all of us. 1 night.
Per suite.
and how
That
bed.
is not what he
Per bed.
told you.
He said per bed.
Per bed. Oh, okay. So it's like the suite is 60 gold, actually,
Yeah.
not 30.
Yeah, it's 30 per
Yeah.
person
Oh
per
shit!
night.
Oh shit!
180 golden lions for one night.
They better reshoe our horses, fix my armor.
I mean, they probably will.
If you and Kaelen wish to stay here, you are welcome to do so. If any of the others do, I will speak with them as well. But I am going to this Haliband's End. I'm not comfortable charging a stipend for war wizards to indulge in nobility and opulence.
Is this
That's not-
nobility and opulence?
That's not what public funds are for.
Please, Corthynd, tell her yes, $30 a head a night is opulence.
Where we were staying was I would say, moderately priced 5 gold or so a night.
Oh,
This is 6 times that.
I see.
The normal
I wonder if we could
working
still have
person would
tea.
not be able to afford this without many months, if not years of. But this is for the nobility, and I have nothing against that if this is what you desire. You are welcome to enjoy yourself. But it is a bit much for the simple countryman that I am.
As you're saying this, the garçon comes back out with mugs for both of you, places them down on the table. Would you like sugar with your tea, ma'am?
Yes, I would, but I'm afraid.
Excellent, and he puts it in. I've spoken with the manager, and he is arranging your rooms as we speak.
Unfortunately, something has come up, and we have to leave town relatively quickly. So we're not going to be able to stay here
Make
tonight.
a deception check.
Unfortunately. Hold on, I got kicked out. My internet connection is being funky.
Yeah, because it thinks this is a bad idea.
What was she saying? Just
Can
like
we-
Knight, I want to be able to make bad ideas.
Can
You-
we
you are-
can we use our inspiration to make Veronica roll at a disadvantage?
You absolutely can.
Oh my god.
That is the most devious thing you've ever said.
You're fully
You already
capable of that.
used yours.
Yeah, no,
already
you
used
guys
your
just took a long
inspiration.
rest. Everybody has inspiration again.
Oh no! All right, here we go. Deception.
Deception, because you are lying to him.
I
Now,
am.
are you going to kick that to a disadvantage there? No?
No.
Ah, coward.
You can try. You
mean,
can
know what?
try.
Okay,
That-
you know what? I'm doing it.
All right,
Roll again
all
with
right.
disadvantage? Or rather, just roll again.
Oh, you want me to just roll again? I could
Yeah.
just
You
do the
two
minus.
and you guys'
Just roll again.
competitive spirit.
Okay. I will use a thing. Wait,
Okay.
do I have a thing for that?
I don't know.
I'm looking. Hold on. I don't think it's for deception.
I don't think you have one for deception.
No, not for deception. All right. That'll stand.
He narrows his eyes a little. I see. Something's come up.
Really important war wizard business, right, Corthynd?
Master Wizard.
Could you direct me to Haliband's Inn?
He sneers and straightens. Ah, is that how it is?
My associate here is of a noble house, but I am not, and I do not feel comfortable using public funds to stay here.
Veronica is
Public funds.
I have a stipend as a war wizard, paid for by the crown.
Yes, but it's not my business. You're welcome to leave if that is what you prefer, but I'll not direct you to the house of our competitor.
That is fair. I apologize for my associates. I apologize for my associate. And I'll turn and leave.
Well, she is
I'll
a
bow and
Dracohorn.
turn and leave.
Ooh, spicy.
Do I have that tea?
It's on the table.
Veronica
Oh,
will pick up the
no.
tea and walk out behind Corthynd and then drop it on the ground as she leaves.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a nice porcelain cup. It shatters.
So Big's just standing there with the horses, and then Veronica comes out with tea and then wastes it, and she's like, I would have drunk it.
No,
Did I hear-
I dropped it inside, not outside.
Oh. Okay.
Can I go
What
back in and
happened?
try to like mend it?
As you step back in, he just holds up a hand and says, "Don't bother. Good day, sir."
I'm
You're-
so sorry. I
Good
didn't
day,
introduce myself.
sir.
Gary Oakfield. Goodbye. Good runs out.
Make a deception check on that.
Oh no.
Pretty good.
Holy smokes.
Wait, what did you say? I missed it.
He said he's Garrison Oakfield.
Oh,
Pretty good. All right. So, anyhow,
We need to go.
What's happened?
She dropped a. We need to go.
They just immediately
kicked you
swings
out?
up on Starmane like
They don't
It is.
want grubby wizards staying there, so
It's
we
30
You
golden
imme-
lions a night.
Corthynd, you do sense magic behind you in through the door.
Okay.
presumably he is not casting magic through the door at us, though.
Right.
Presumably.
Once we get a
Guess
little
we'll
bit away
find
from
out.
there, I will pull up next to Figwyn and say, it was 30 gold per person per night at that place.
do I
That's
hear
like
this or are you whispering it?
I'm not trying to keep it quiet for us. I'm trying to keep it like so the person in the house, like I'm waiting till we get away from there before I complain about the price.
Maybe give us 500 gold, Corthynd. We can treat
No.
ourselves.
That is a
we-
ridiculous amount of waste.
if we treat ourselves every time, we'll run out of times that we can treat ourselves.
Veronica
You could
is
buy
just
like a
walking.
horse with that much gold.
I don't mind if anyone stays there, but I rejected to staying there or using a war wizard stipend to do so.
Veronica's just gonna walk to the next inn silently.
We got to find it. We got to like find people to ask directions.
The first like general public person that I see, I will be like, "Hey,
Hey,
where's the what was it called again?
Halaban's in.
Halaban's Inn.
Halaban's Inn. Not heard of it.
You local?"
Yeah?
I'll like flick him a silver. Now do you know where it is?
No, but he pockets the silver.
I'm gonna head back to the dock, see if I could find the captain.
By this point, unfortunately, there
Yeah,
is
they've
one
already
member of
gone.
the crew
Yeah.
still at the ship, just sitting on it, but everybody else has left.
I'll ask him if he
Just,
knows
like-
where Halaban's Inn is.
He does not.
Rolls her eyes and
Oh.
Let's
Sending.
Let's start by going to the middle of town, like looking for the marketplace, maybe.
No. Magic solves all issues. I'm gonna send to the captain. Could you please tell us? Could you please tell me the directions to Halaban's Inn, if you'd be so kind?
Don't really know the way. I've just heard about it and that it's a good place to stay. It's lesser known, though.
What do you say, Corthynd?
He doesn't know.
Magic solves all things, huh?
Yes, it does. I'm looking
Maybe
very.
maybe Fal can consult the stars at this point. I
It's
very
continuing to
old, you
ride.
used your magic.
As you guys make your way through town, you do come to the center of town where there is a large statue depicting King Azun Obarskir III. It's a bird dropping stained, fairly large, and you can see it's both forms the centerpiece for the market square, as well as it's the end rather of a stream that seems to come into town that leads north and west a little ways, and it's seems to be fairly popular. Like everybody is here in Market Center, and the statue itself has like kids playing around it. There's couples kissing, inappropriate behavior of all kinds, as it were.
Would like to ignore the inappropriate behavior and look for somebody who might be a town crier.
Make an investigation check.
Not very good at this.
It's a decent roll. You do spot someone rushing past that looks less like a crier and more like a courier.
So Fig will hold her hand out and go, just one moment.
Hey!
Do you know how to get to Halaban's Inn?
Halaban's. North side of town, dreary looking place.
Haunted?
Could be.
Dreary, like, not as expensive as the other place, or dreary, like, we might get mugged?
Well, what's the other place?
The inn?
The inn.
Emerson.
Oh, the Emerson Inn.
Emerson Inn.
The Immer Inn.
Do you mean the Immer Inn?
I mean the one that costs $30 a head. 30 gold a head.
30 lions a night. Yeah, that's the Immer Inn, all right. It'll be not as nice as that. It'll be nicer than, say, prison.
That's great! Corthynd, we're not going to stay in prison!
On a scale of
That's
sleeping on the
wonderful.
ground in a tent to the Immer Inn.
Oh, well, if the Immer Inn is, like call it a 5,
That's
maybe a 6.
No, that's like 10.
Oh, not been to Suzail, have you?
I have.
So if the Immer Inn is like a 6, it's probably a 5. It's nice. At least what I've seen of it. I haven't stayed the night.
See, it's a 5.
Well.
We should go there.
Thank you very much for your time.
Dorothy?
Yeah. Did we
No,
ask
we'll
him
head to
where
the-
it was?
Yes,
The north
he
side of
said
town?
north side of town.
Okay.
I assume there are more detailed instructions he may have given us, but
Yeah, he'll
GM
give you
is not giving them
slightly
to
more
us
detailed
because-
instructions. I don't know the freaking street layout of the town.
Exactly.
It's a left and then a right, and then you go straight 2 blocks.
Uh-huh.
Now
Val will
these are
consult his star
city
map on the
blocks,
way.
not countries. Val's gonna talk to Starmane. Oh no, consult the star map is what you said.
Yeah.
Are the stars even
Alright.
out right now? How
Nope.
useful is that? Okay.
Very useful. 6. Nice.
Let's go to
What is
Corthyn's
your,
favorite inn.
What is your statement?
Doesn't matter what the number is.
No, but what's the statement?
Oh, I don't think I need one.
Oh, you're right. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, saying through an ability check, you can use your action. Add a d6. Oh, nice. Anyways, so you guys are making your way towards the Haliband?
Yeah.
And hoping it's not 30 gold a person a night. Yes.
Sure. So you guys make your way to Haliband's Inn. It is a dark, dreary-looking establishment. It's faded green paint on the exterior, very tall, steepled roof. There's a turret. It has a turret.
Oh, see, this is infinitely better.
Large, wide, gray painted porch. You step inside, and it is a bit drafty, but nice. There's nice carpeting. The interior looks to be much better cared for than the exterior. And as you step in, a young gentleman looks up from behind a counter. Good afternoon. Can I help you?
We're looking for
Hey.
lodgings for the night.
Ah. For how many?
Oh, I always is it 6? Do we have 6? Yeah, 6.
Yep.
6 people, 6 horses.
6 people, 6 horses. There's a stable across the way. I can try and negotiate a deal with them for you. 6 people. Do you need 6 beds, then?
Yes.
We
Preferably?
can make it 5.
We
Make
could
it
even make
5.
it 4.
We
4
bunking up,
beds.
pal.
4 beds.
Wait, who's sharing a bed?
Separate
No one
rooms?
said anything about sharing.
What do we want? Do we care if we all have one big room?
Big
Sleeping
doesn't
on the
care.
floor, I don't care where we're going.
See what he just said.
One room's fine. Separate would be acceptable.
Can we at least get beds? I know we can't go to the fancy
Of course you
place.
can have beds.
I'm tired.
Just-
Corthynd doesn't want us to have beds, but we would
One
like beds.
extra pillow. would be
An extra
fantastic.
pillow can be arranged, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, most of our rooms have 2 beds. So 2 rooms?
2 rooms would be fine.
Excellent. Well, that would be 40 gold per room for a night.
Slow turned Corthynd.
That's way cheaper.
That is technically cheaper. It's about 10
Oh,
gold
he
cheaper.
said by room. Oh, okay.
It's 10 gold
Yes,
cheaper
per
per
room.
person. It's 10 gold cheaper per person per night, and you're only getting 2 rooms instead of 3.
Yeah, so it is
Right.
It's a lot cheaper.
because we were paying 60 gold per room.
I was going by the same count of by head.
Yeah,
So
this is
Kaelen hears this after hearing the 30 gold thing said over and over again. I'm like, it's more expensive. Like, he does not math it. He's just like, it's more
Kaelen!
expensive here.
Kaelen, we were going to pay 60 gold per room in the other place for 3 rooms.
Ah. Immerin, huh?
yes.
Suffice
Well,
to say,
you
they
do
will
get
not
what you
go
pay
to this
for
back.
there. They do take good care of you, but
If you want to go spend your gold, that's fine. No one's going to be mad at you. But I'm with Corthynd. This is not what the crown is paying us for.
Yeah.
If you are you going to go back to the Emmerin? I don't know if they'll take it back now.
You have embarrassed me enough, Corthynd. I'm done. Veronica
I have
will walk
embarrassed you
out
by telling the truth.
and
we'll take the rooms.
can
of course. How many nights?
I'm
Just the one.
Very well. I'll look into the horses for you.
Thank you.
Veronica, you're stepping out to do what now?
how familiar am I with the House Wyvernsburg?
I
God.
mean, you're not
Lord.
unfamiliar with them, but like showing up at their house unannounced might be a bit gauche.
Okay. All right, never mind then. I was gonna go visit them, say hi. But if I'm not familiar with them, then
All
Veronica
this
wouldn't do that.
shakes out. Fig's going to turn to Corthynd and be like, am I the one who's being bad at being a noble? I'm like, I just not a good noble.
I think you're a lovely noble.
So yes. He'll get you guys. He'll get he'll get you guys set up with your rooms. Two rooms, which are they're very nice rooms, right? Like they're not bad rooms by any means, but you don't have a personal waiter, and there are not chambermaids available on each floor who can be summoned by ringing a bell here.
Or tea.
Once he gets you guys
They
settled,
do have tea, I'm sure.
once he gets you settled into your rooms, he says, I'll be back after a moment to tend to your horses. And he heads out and goes to deal with the horses. He comes back a moment later and says, I did manage to get them stabled for 6 gold. Don't worry, I'll cover it.
See, excellent service here.
pretty good.
And Corthynd will pay the full 80 himself. Right, it's 80?
Dinner will be around 6 bell.
What's for dinner tonight? Do you know?
I haven't asked the chef yet, but
Okay.
He's very good.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I was just curious.
And if we pass by that like marketplace that
Yes.
was bustling, right?
Yes.
Was there like shops and stuff there?
Yeah, plenty of shops there.
Any like clothing shops or hat shops or anything like that?
Yes, all of the above.
All right, Veronica. With them handling the inn, Veronica will go take a walk back to the market to peruse.
Yeah, you find Shalas's fine clothing.
Yeah, Veronica's just browsing. She's not actually looking for something. She's trying to cool off after being
what you
very
find
embarrassed.
in Shalas's fine clothing are basically all of the latest Suzalin style. Very, very nice dresses. The kind of things you would wear or be expected to wear to a party. A proper party, not a Veronica party.
Wow.
It's fair.
It's
It's a fair.
shade tonight. I'm so sorry.
No.
No,
She
it's
knows
fair.
what I mean.
Yep. Veronica doesn't hold proper parties. She holds fun parties.
Correct. Exactly. About 30
Fair
minutes
enough.
later, Fig, there's a knock at your door.
Okay. I will undog because it was probably already dogged and come up and answer the door in my armor.
The innkeeper says, "Pardon, ma'am, but I did speak with the chef about what's for dinner tonight. If you are still interested, I can let you know."
Of course.
And he pulls out a little notebook and looks over it. He says, "Of course, we have a hearty beef stew. That's the usual. It's good, but not. Anyways, roasted chicken with herbed potatoes, a grilled fish with lemon butter sauce, a vegetable pot pie, and spiced pork chops with an apple compote."
Oh, that all sounds so good.
Like I said, our chef is the best, and we pride ourselves on having a wider selection than most of our competitors.
Do we have to put our orders in ahead of time, or
No, you can order when you
okay.
get there.
Oh, so I have
Anything-
maximum amount of time to decide what I want.
And anything that doesn't get eaten, we'll find a home for, don't worry.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Before you go, sir, do you know of any temples nearby to Sanine Moonbow?
This is... Who? I apologize, I don't know that name.
The Seldarin?
Fig's gonna
The
Fig's gonna, like,
Seldarine. Is that
lean
the
over to
elven
Fel
gods?
and go, "She's an elf god."
The Elven Gods, yes.
I heard Arabelle might have something of that sort, but most of Immerse are humans, so I don't even know if there's an elf in town.
Just thought I'd ask.
I'm sorry.
All good. Thank you.
You could visit the what's it called?
House of the Lady?
What's the temple? Yeah, you could visit the House of the Lady while you're here.
I am. Right now.
Heading up Spring Hill.
Yeah,
You-
I heard I have to climb up some water.
You want some company, or do you want to go alone?
Doesn't matter to me. If you guys are bored.
Seluna's Stair. It's not meant to be climbed. That's, sometimes people get it mistaken. There's a path that winds right alongside it the whole way up, though.
Ah. See, I made it sound so challenging. All right.
Could I trouble you? Could you take a package for me?
Of course.
Thank you. Just a moment. And he heads downstairs, returns a little bit later with a small wrapped parcel in a white cloth. There's a little note tucked into it.
Who should I deliver this to?
Priestess Ledoux.
She'll be happy to receive it, right?
Oh, I hope so. Don't worry, she's
Okay.
very kind.
Good. I don't want to go in there immediately, piss everyone off.
Well, it's food. I doubt she'll be pissed at food.
Oh. Sounds like you guys are pretty good at food. Alright.
Is there a pipeweed store you can recommend in town?
I don't know of any myself, but I'll make sure I have some for you before this evening.
Thank you. Do you happen to serve Elminster's Choice here? For the DM's advantage, whatever. It's a beer, a very famous beer that's exported from Emercy.
Of course we do.
That
Doesn't
Elminster
everybody in
hates the
town?
name of. Excellent. I've been dying to try that.
Well, I'll make sure there's some available for you at the table tonight.
Thank you.
Of course. It's kind of a bit of a bitter aftertaste, you know.
Oh,
Some folks aren't
excellent.
fans of it, but you are. Very well.
He's going to start telling people that Corthynd likes bitter things to offset his sweet personality.
Aww.
And it is just now 10 o'clock, so I think we'll end here and pick up next week with the exploration of Emercy. If there's anything else you guys want to do in Emercy, do me a favor and ping me ahead of time so I can work a couple things up. But we'll get there. You should all have inspiration, except, I think, Fal and...
Me.
Yeah, and Kaelen don't have it. And then, yeah, just let me know if you have any troubles with your level ups or anything. So, otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Have a great evening.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks.